Yes. All right, guys. If you don't mind, again, keep tapping the screen. You guys knocked out the daily. Holy shit! You guys knocked out the daily gift goal already. Okay. All right. I bet you won't do it again. I bet you won't do it again. I bet you if I reset it again, you guys aren't going to knock it out again. Watch. I bet you won't do it. Hold on. There we go. Let's do the chili peppers again. You guys got lucky. That was it. You all aren't really about that life. I bet you won't do it again. Boom. There it is. Okay, slow down. Holy shit. You guys are so petty. You didn't have to move that fast. Like, you didn't have to go that fast. All right, guys. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to get us pushed out to the FYP. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Let's go.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing.
Mike Hot.
Who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats to get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey.
Step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air.
Ain't no
rules, no plan, no script.
One wrong,
get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background.
Hey.
Facts only if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right, or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat.
Hey.
You talk slick, but you ain't got source.
Nope.
Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force.
I'm the
test, the trap, the trip, the call.
Hey.
Once I'm snatching it all.
Boom.
Step in if you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air.
Ain't no
rules, no plan, no script.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick.
No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in if you dare. You hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Step in, don't you wanna?
Sparring with Santana. Yeah, this ain't a safe place.
It is not.
This is flame space.
It absolutely is.
Sparring with Santana.
Hey, thank you for the corgi. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. One-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, and guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're already on the live, the only thing that you have to do, if you look up at the top and you see where my name is and like how many people are watching, if you click in that area, it'll give you the option to hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. We should have as many thumbs up as we have people watching. All right, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Hey, thank you for that. We're only looking for some debates. Thank you for the cake. I don't know if this guy's gonna load. I don't know if this guy's gonna load. Yeah, you're not gonna load? You're not gonna load for me? Oh, guys, also, please, if you don't mind, make sure that we share the live maybe once or twice. It'll help boost the live and push us out to the FYP. But more than that, if you don't mind, please, repost the live. Reposting the live will absolutely help push us out to the FYP. Hi, partner. Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
Seriously, our commitment.
Why would you just start blasting random stuff? That's weird. You know, hey, no hello, just immediately with the weird stuff. Hey, seriously, like if you want to be weird, you can just leave. But if you want to debate, we can.
What it needs to.
Okay. Again, so you just want to do the weird stuff. Don't worry, I got you. You know what's funny? The reason why they do the weird stuff is because they like literally have nothing else. It's okay. I got you blocked. I got you blocked. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. My block game is really strong, guys. Like, not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. I used to go check my block list. Now I just let that shit fly. Like, I don't care what it looks like anymore. I used to actually go check it and, you know, try to take people off. But now, no. I just kicked you. I was literally, there's someone in the chat, the Lucas person, who said, can I join? And I was just adding them up. And then I saw them say, can I join? You know for a fact the first thing they were going to do is slur. As soon as they got in here, the first thing they were going to do is slur. Ain't no fucking way. You think I don't know game? You think I don't know game? You were going to slur and then immediately do the weird shit. Fuck off. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Can we get a body count on that block list you're bragging about? I have no fucking idea what that looks like. I have no idea. It is infinite. It is infinite. There's a bunch of trolls in the request. So this is what I'm going to say. For the person that's LGBTQ for Trump, you have 2 followers and you're following 2 people. You're blocked. Go get your main account. FYI, if you're not on your main account, I'm blocking you. Jared, you got 0 followers and you're following 5 people. You're blocked. Go get your main account. If you guys are going to do the weird shit, I will demand that you do the weird shit from your main account. You have to do the weird shit from your main account. Master Chief, 25 followers, 0 following, you're blocked. Go get your main account. You guys think I'm stupid? You guys all get into some like little weird ass Discord and then like start circle jerking and then say, oh, we're gonna go troll. It'll be funny. He. Nope. Not today. Go get your main account. Go get your main account. If you don't go get your main account, you can't come up. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Let's take a look at this guy. All right, we'll give this guy a chance. Let's see what happens. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, not him running. Why'd you run, Bub? What is this? The problems that were human, money is the root, being human. What is this guy talking about? All right, let's take a shot at this guy. Let's see what happens. Thank you for the cake. You're confused about the white woman one? White women don't care about white supremacy. I think I dropped that guy before that. Hi, I saw you say you're confused about the white woman one.
Yeah.
Are you a white woman?
I'm gender fluid, but
okay.
I mean, technically, I guess.
Okay, cool. You also got a little bit of a reverb echo, some type of deal. I don't know if you got me connected to like a Bluetooth or in a case or anything.
My phone's in a case, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes if you have it up loud and it's in a case, it'll cause like an actual reverb and an echo. A couple of thank yous really quick while we get going. These came in, and I don't know if these people are watching right now, but these came in when I was on with Dean, and I didn't get to say thank you. But Cammie, thank you so much for the $5 donation. You said your voice is so soothing. I don't know why, but I appreciate you. W's in chat for Teresa for the $25 donation and just sent a rocket ship. I know that's right. And these have come in since we've been live. W's in chat for Bethany for the $5 donation saying, Bethany, I'm going to keep that to myself just because of the sensitive nature of what you said, but I will say I'm happy that you're here with us this evening, and I'm happy that you're a part of our community, and stick around here with us. W's in chat for Bethany's guys. W's in chat for Bethany. W's in the chat for Sanja, who sent a $1 donation saying, might want to be careful mentioning beef Wellington around Aussies. If you don't know what it means, look up. Okay, I'll look that up. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'll look it up. W's in the chat for Amanda. Hey, Amanda, who sent a $1 donation saying, glad to see you live. Hope you're feeling better from the migraine. Get this. So I moved a month ago, just found out 2 people were holy shit. W's in chat, Amanda, thank you so much for the 1. I'm gonna hold off on the other donation just for a moment. If anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right. So the question I have for you is, do you disagree with the idea that white women don't care about white supremacy?
I mean, I guess generally, yeah.
What do you mean?
I think that they don't want white supremacy.
No, they don't care about it. Like white supremacy, I can take it, I can leave it.
Well, I mean, I have a hard time with this one because I'm gender fluid, but me personally, I care about white supremacy.
Yeah, but we're talking about white women as a whole. Jake, you hold tight. No one's ducking you, Bub. Hold tight. You can catch this fade. Don't play in my comment section. You hold tight. Sorry. Yeah, a white woman as a whole don't care about white supremacy.
Yeah, I guess as a whole, I can't really disagree with that. All right, never mind.
All right, I appreciate you. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only, you said you care about it? Look who finally has the testicular fortitude after all this time of yip-yapping in the comment section to finally get in the box.
We all know that Iran poses a threat. We do need to mount international.
That's the same weirdo. Guys, I blocked the other weirdo account. He came back on another weirdo account. That's funny. He probably turned it down and doesn't realize he's muted. And now he's blocked. They, like, when I tell you, they have no fucking life. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I'm definitely not a Trump supporter, and I do respect what you're doing, but the white woman not caring about white supremacy, I really kind of have an issue with. And I do want to start this by saying I respect what you're doing. I promise.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's all good. I mean, like, you don't, I don't think there's any issue with respect. And I think that the reason I open it up for people that disagree with anything on the background was because I expect that certain people who align with me as far as not only politics, but on the side of history that I'm on, will disagree with some of the points. So it's made to actually engage people that share similar beliefs as myself. But you disagree with the premise that white women don't care about white supremacy. Is that accurate?
Yes, but I can see why you think so. I think that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, before we go too far, Tori, right?
Tori, yes.
Okay, Tori. I know you know who I am, but would you mind if I give a quick introduction to everyone else about who I am and what this is?
Yes, of course.
Perfect, Tori. Thank you so much. Give me a second here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, and guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. If you are a friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It is only one coin. It will boost the live, push us out to the FYP. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. And if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right, Tori, tell me why you disagree with the premise that white women don't care about white supremacy.
So, and I've always kind of like fought this too. Like, I think that to be a true feminist, right? Like you want to be equal to men, right? And then like also you do want to stay educated, you know, the same way men are as well. But I do understand why people can believe like the loud people that are saying like white women only care about like there's like a certain group, I guess, of white women, like not speaking for all white women, but there is this certain group that they don't care about white supremacy. They don't care about being equal to men. Like they're only focused on, for lack of better terms, themselves or their faith or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I understand. Quick question for you, because you said something that kind of ping my ear. Would you consider yourself to be a feminist?
A true feminist, yes. Not like the loud ones that are saying women should be superior to men. The ones who are saying we should be equal to men.
Okay. Question for you. What's womanism?
In what context? I'm sorry.
In the contents of feminism and womanism.
I think that a woman shouldn't be defined by her gender. A person shouldn't be defined by their gender. A person should just be defined by the same, like nobody should be judged based on the same, like I don't know. I have it in my head. I can't get the words. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think the issue is being missed as far as like feminism, board womanism. Does that help try to get it out?
So like more than like, so you're saying like women, that just defines your gender, not who you are as a person. Right? I'm sorry.
So feminism was a movement in which people always like, oh, feminism has been around forever. Yes, technically there's a historical precedence, but the actual official colloquialization and coining of the term feminism happened in the 60s. I want to say I would have to look up the exact time frame, right? But feminism, which was originally supposed to be the premise of like women, ended up being colonized. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So white women centered themselves in the feminist movement and started to not only center themselves within the feminist movement, but to separate anyone else that was not a white woman. Now, that led to the necessity for womanism, which included not only all women, but all femme-presenting people. And that speaks to the level of what I'm talking about in the sense of white women don't care about white supremacy. The need to actually have to come up with a movement that covers everyone else that's not centering only white women is been the necessity of our country, not just in the sense of like, you know, white women, but just white people, period. So womenism had to come about because there was a lack of representation and a lack of care and a lack of progress for all women. And it was only specifically towards women, white women. That's why, you know, there's a difference between feminism and womanism.
So I think I get what you're saying, like that white women are really focused, and I think I just proved it, more on the feminism of it rather than like any biased class, right?
More so, white women will have centered themselves, and then even though they're a part of a marginalized class, which that was the entire premise of feminism, right? Women wanting empowerment, women wanting equity. I don't know if I would say equality. I would say equity, right? I mean, I think for anyone to advocate for quote unquote equality, I don't think that's really how to partner like a real thing, because anyway, I don't want to go into equity versus equality, but I think that there's a push for equity and woman empowerment. And instead of it being something that encompassed all women, it ended up being something that was centering white women. And then white women, once they gain a certain level of access and power, forgot about the rest of the women, i.e. white women don't care about white supremacy because white supremacy gives them access to whiteness, which gives them the proximity to power, which ensures that they, even though they're a marginalized class, a marginalized community, they're still better than other women. So,
but I also think that's also just the loud people, right? Like, I think that majority of women, they don't look at race, or they don't look at if somebody was born a woman. I think they want everybody to be equal.
Do you see color?
No.
Why not?
I believe that everybody should be equal. Like, I personally, like, I don't think people, I know that they are, and I don't think that's right, but I do think that it shouldn't matter, you know, the color of someone's skin, their gender, if they were born that gender. If they like boys or girls, or if they don't identify.
You mean men or women, right?
What do you mean?
Not boys and girls, men and women.
Well, men and women. I'm so sorry. I do not mean that at all.
All good.
Yeah. Yes.
I got another question for you. You said something that was it was interesting, and I think you may be onto something. And like, I understand your whole premise as far as like, you know, it doesn't matter, right? We should be quote unquote equal. Now there's a bit of harm that is perpetuated across the board in a lot of different ways. And do you think white women can experience racism?
Racism, no.
Why not?
Well, racism as a whole, yes. As far as like other race, like not just the racism we know typically, as far as like, you know, white people thinking that they are superior, you know what I mean? Like, I think that like any race could be racist to any race.
Yeah.
So in that sense, yes.
Got it. Hey, what is race?
I think race is your ethnicity, your where you come from.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Who created race?
I don't think it was really, well, I guess people, in general. But I really think it's been around. I don't think it was truly defined.
Got it. Is it biological?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. All right. Hey, Tori, what if I told you that you don't care about white supremacy?
I'm a little uncomfortable, honestly. Like
Yeah.
that's why I was kind of sitting there in the chat, and I was like, it kind of makes me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, sometimes we get
It's-
uncomfortable when we hear certain things, and I always like to say the best thing to do is when you feel uncomfortable with something that you see or you hear, you sit in that uncomfortability and you figure out why it makes you feel uncomfortable. But don't worry, Tori, we'll unpack that together. Tori, the reason why I say that you don't care about white supremacy is because you know nothing about how any of this actually works, right? All the questions that I ran you through, you got wrong.
Okay.
And not only just got wrong, but I think that there's a vast misunderstanding about like a lot of things. So let's take it from the bottom up.
Okay. Please,
Race-
please. I honestly, I please educate me. Sorry. Go on.
Oh, is B here? Is B here? Let's see. B isn't here right now. Can someone let know B? I'm gonna steal her bingo card. Someone get this on. Someone screen record this and send this to B. I'll give you guys a second to start screen recording. Screen record this and send it to B. Hey B, that bingo card idea is fucking brilliant, and I'm stealing it. Sorry. No swiper, no swiping. I'm gonna get that bingo card. Okay. All right, let's start, and then like I'll remind me about the educate you thing at the end. Race is a social construct that was created for the othering of non-white people to create a free and cheap labor class. And so, no, race isn't biological. Race also isn't based off of like skin color or ethnicity, because there's a difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. But race is based off of socially acceptable groupings of phenotypical characteristics. The easiest way to explain that is like there are Black people, that they have my skin color, but there is also Black people that have your skin color, right? Like, so it's about the overall phenotypical characteristics. It's not just about skin color.
Okay.
It's not always been around. It was actually created by a Portuguese man by the name of Gomes Inês de Zurara. He was a chronicler for Prince Henry the Navigator. And he actually went to the Catholic Church to get approval to create race in justification for chattel slavery. Do you know what chattel slavery is?
You said chattel slavery?
Chattel.
Chattel. I've never heard of that, honestly. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Chattel slavery was the practice of not only enslaving people based off of phenotypical characteristics, i.e. Black people, and in like enslaving them, but enslaving their kids and their kids' kids and their kids' kids, right? Unlike indentured servitude, there were no contracts. There was no option for freedom. You went into slavery. You were born a slave. You died a slave. Chattel slavery, right?
Yeah, I didn't know there was a term for it. I've heard of that, though. Go on.
So Gomes Inês de Zurara went to the Catholic Church and got them to publish 2 papal bulls, which people can still read. There was one published in 1452 and one that was published in 1457, where they said that they had come across this grouping of people that were hypersexual, animalistic. They were of the lower hemisphere, and they needed to be civilized. And since they needed to be civilized, they wanted to enslave them to civilize them, right? And that's how race was created. Now, race was created and continues to be upheld through a multitude of systems, whether we talk about today the the practice through financial racism, through medical racism, through financial, medical, God damn it, what am I, hold on, education, a multitude of things, right? The funny thing to know about race, right? The structuring and maintenance of race, the upkeep of race is a part of our society, right? Everything within the society trends towards the comfort of white people, i.e. white privilege exists. White privilege is something that one of the key parts of white privilege is having it and not knowing it. And when I say having it and not knowing it, a lot of people think that, oh, white privilege means that like, oh, I'm super rich or I always get this or that. No, white privilege means that you have the ability to move through society without the additional barriers of non-white people. So it does not remove you from like the same struggles of life. It just means that you don't receive those additional barriers due to your race, right? Now, the reason why you're wrong about like can anybody be racist? They can't, because racism was specifically created to disenfranchise anyone that's not white. So if you're not white, you can't actually co-opt the functionality of racism, right? You can't get it to work for you if it wasn't made to work for you. And I say that in the sense of the multitude of benefits and disenfranchisements that occurs when, you know, white supremacy upholds whiteness. Let's stop there for a second. What do you think?
Oh, yes. So there was one point where I do want to say, like, I fully understand the white privilege. And I fully understand, again, that a lot of women don't understand the white privilege. But I do know, you know, like on the news, you will most likely see a white woman who's gone missing broadcasted a lot more than if a woman of color had gone. I do understand the white privilege and the struggles that other women of color or even people of color in general, like I do understand that part. I just think that the people that are louder about
do you think that you have to actually engage with white privilege in order to have it?
No, I think somebody can have white privilege and not realize it just simply by doing their day-to-day job. Or
do you think you have to be loud about white supremacy in order to uphold it?
No. I don't think you have to be loud. I just think that the people that are loud are the ones that are heard the most.
What does it matter if you're heard or not heard if you're still upholding white supremacy the same?
Like, so, but I think, wait. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to collect my thoughts. Like, I think the reason the people that, or hold on.
Collect your thoughts. It's okay. I'm going to say thank you to a couple of people.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Of
You're good.
course.
Take your time. Take your time. I'm just going to say thank you to a couple of people and then I'll come right back to you. Okay. Also, for you asshats in the comment, either get in the box or hate from outside of the club. If you don't know what that means, keep yip yapping and thumb thugging and see what happens. Sorry. Debbie's in the chat for Tori. Tori used her 1 month YouTube membership subscription to say, "It's not me, I swear." I know it's not you, Tori. Stop it. I know it's not you. Debbie's in the chat for Tori. Debbie's in the chat as well for Tori, who said a $10 YouTube super chat to say she's giving Tori some fan. She's trying. You can stall her out, Tori. And then Tori also sent out 10 YouTube membership subscriptions. Debbie's in the chat for Tori. Debbie's in the chat for Tishan. Tisha sent a $2.03 donation to say, hey, just started watching your streams a couple of days ago. Love what you do. Thank you so much. Welcome to the community, friend. I'm glad that you're here. Debbie's in the chat for Maven. What up, Maven? Maven sent a $17.05 donation saying, you're great. No, you are, Maven. And thank you for the heart hands. Debbie's in the chat for Maven. Debbie's in the chat for Coco. Coco sent a $5 donation, said, hello, my name is Coco, and I think you're genuinely amazing. I don't know about that. I sometimes see you wear a straw hat. And I was wondering if I could draw you as Luffy. My One Piece handle is CocoD's_OP on TikTok. If you want to check out my art, I just start posting there. Well, listen, I will definitely check out your art, and I'm going to be king of the pirates. W's in the chat for Coco, guys. W's in the chat for Coco. Thank you so much for that 5 and the offer. I will be looking. W's in the chat for Darius, who sent a $5 donation saying, here's a few dollars towards the new hat. Because you know what, Darius? Fuck you. I'm going to send this $5 back. I'm going to send this. L's in the chat for Darius. I take the W's back. I take the W's back. L's in the chat for Darius. Darius said, here's $5 towards the new hat because that Lakers hat is UGLY. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Not Darius being an op. W's in the chat for Jay for the $10 donation saying, finally get to catch you live. I appreciate the late nights, man. I learned so much from you, dog. I'm just happy that you're here, Jay. Honestly, not going to hold you. I'm just happy that you're hanging out with us. So thank you for being here and thank you for the cake. Exactly. Banned. W's in the chat for Dragon Lover for the $5 donation. It's not too much work, not too much, but black men don't work for free. Listen, Dragon Lover, thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate the hell out of you. And yes, black people labor is not free. With that being said, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, thank you for the heart hands. You can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 300,000 likes. All right, Tori, you ready?
Yes, I was able to collect my thoughts. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, so when I said that, like, the ones that are louder, I think the white women who don't care, and I wouldn't even say it's don't care about white supremacy, are the louder ones. However, I think my point is that those women that don't care or don't even mention it aren't educated about it. They're not informed about it, right? So, like, people like me, or I'm sure, I think Elise was in here earlier, I think we have been silently educating ourselves, right? Like, I was raised to understand white supremacy, like, by my father. Like, I don't think everybody, I don't think it's fair to say all white women don't care about white supremacy. I think that the ones that you are saying that don't care about white supremacy are the ones who aren't properly informed. I think
would you say that white women, like the ones that I'm saying, like, oh, they don't care about white supremacy, would you say that me actually calling out them not caring about white supremacy is not only uncomfortable for them, but something that makes them, you know, like, lash out and but when they're uncomfortable and then they, like, do things like deny not only white supremacy, but everything as far as the way society is structured as a whole?
What do you mean?
Meaning like, do you think that like the idea that white women don't care about white supremacy is something that is not only uncomfortable for white women, but it causes white women to actually lash out when
No.
they are confronted about it?
No, I don't think it causes them to lash out.
You don't think
I
so?
think I don't.
Okay.
And if I seemed like I was lashing out, I'm so
No,
sorry.
no,
I
no,
did
no,
not-
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no. I'm not talking about
Okay.
you. I'm just talking about because so there's a premise that like what we talk about isn't important, and even more so when I say it isn't important, it's something that people tend to take personal, right?
Mhm.
Question. When I told you, or when you came up here, when you saw it in the background, you did mention that it made you feel uncomfortable. But when it made you feel
Yes.
uncomfortable, did it make you? Did it get you to the point where you wanted to lash out about that discomfort?
No.
Do you think that most white women, when they see stuff like this, that they feel the way that you do, or do you think they would just overwhelmingly lash out?
I think it would be a 50-50 split, honestly. I think either they would lash out or they would want to be educated on the white supremacy. I truly think that like the ones that don't care about it, it's not that they don't care. It's just that they aren't educated about it. You know what I mean?
So do you think educating is entailed as far as like what you and I are doing, as far as like genuine discourse, or do you think it's more so like what Steph is doing? What do you think yields better benefits, you and I going through it back and forth, or someone just lashing out because they don't understand and they think it's not helping progress because they feel uncomfortable?
Yeah. 'Cause that's the, like, I do think there are some like, you know, her who do lash out, but like that's with anything. I don't think that's necessarily just about white supremacy. I think that's
it's about the idea and the actual discomfort, because you mentioned your discomfort and Steph is feeling discomfort as well. But see, the difference between yourself and Steph is you came up and yes, you are challenging me on the premise, but you're challenging me on the premise because you're looking to get an answer as far as why that, you know, why I'm saying this, and you're trying to, you know, figure things out. But people like Steph, they're more interested in being in their comfort, right? Their safe space, and hearing the premise that white women don't care about white supremacy is something that is so triggering that, you know, not only does she decide to actually spend her money, whether it be a penny or not, but take the time to call me a jackass and said that I don't help the progress. So let's see if we can finish helping the progress and prove Steph wrong. I'm sorry that I kind of derailed for a second, but that caught my attention. So let me question for you, Tori. What's some of your favorite things to do?
I feel like this is a trick question.
No, it's not. I just want to know, like, what's your favorite things to do?
Oh, I like to play video games and read books.
Video? Okay. What games you play?
Play a lot of GTA and COD. So I hear a lot of stuff.
I don't like COD because I don't like shooter games. But I do like GTA. And that's because I've been playing since I was younger, and like we used to write down the cheat codes and all this. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, gaming, right? Gaming is absolutely an actual it's an interesting thing, right? Because in order to be a gamer, you have to be willing to bump your head against the wall over and over and over and over. You have to put time, dedication, energy. You have to learn move sets. You got to get the DLC once it comes in. And, you know, hey, we're playing Grand Theft Auto 1, but here comes Grand Theft Auto 2, but here comes Grand Theft Auto 3, here comes Grand Theft Auto 4, here comes Grand Theft Auto 5. And about 50 years later, Grand Theft Auto 6. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it takes a lot of time, energy, and effort in order to actually enjoy gaming. Like, I enjoy gaming, but I don't have enough time to invest in gaming. So I don't get to game as much as I want to. Would it be fair to say in order to actually be a gamer, then you have to be willing to put in the time, energy, effort, and work in order to game?
Yeah.
Okay. When you, let's say, let's say when there's a new map getting ready to drop on COD, or you know, maybe the DLC has new weapons uploading and you want to get the edge. Have you ever went and like looked at maybe like, I know they had those gaming books where you could see like what's getting ready to be released. Have you ever like went and tried to get a sneak peek and get ahead so you can learn about the new stuff before it dropped?
Not really.
Really? No, maybe it's just me. I'm a bit of a nerd. But okay. What have you ever read up on? I don't know if COD has like lore, but I play a lot of Elden Ring, and like there's Elden Ring lore, and I like to go read Elden. Have you ever did anything like that with any games?
Yeah, like Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. So I think it would be fair to say that you care about gaming. Would that be an accurate statement?
Yeah.
Okay. And you say you care about white supremacy.
Yes.
Tell me what you do on a daily basis to fight white supremacy.
Honestly, I have conversations with my dad, actually.
Tell me about it.
I'm too afraid, I guess, of what people, and that's why like I'm still nervous about being up here, but
it's okay. You're fine.
Okay.
We're just talking, and the chat isn't gonna chat. You guys keep that shit light. You know how we do. Ta.
It's because like
keep it light, chat. Go ahead.
I try. So I'll have conversations with my dad, who, you know, white man, works in the government, yada yada, and like I'll get kind of facts from him because there are a lot of people in my area, a lot of my friends who don't understand. Like,
wait, so are you saying that you get the information from your dad to combat white supremacy?
I would say so.
Where does he get his information from?
He's always been like a history nerd, works for the government. I don't really feel comfortable saying. No,
it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to do that. And you guys have never talked about the social construct of race?
We try to avoid that topic.
Why?
Well, when I bring it up, he just doesn't have, like, as a white man, he doesn't have much to bring to the table.
Got it. Hey guys, the snowflakes are in the snowflakes in the comments are getting kind of butthurt. So make sure that we're protecting the live. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Continue to gift the goal. We got a 10-minute restriction, but we can push through it. I just need everybody locked in, doing all the things. So let's go ahead and get the likes up to 300,000 likes. You know, if you want to send any gifts, please do so. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal. Knocking those out will help, but like the snowflakes are hurt. So let's make sure that we protect the live. Sorry. Go ahead.
No worries. But I think the amount of, like, I don't think it's just like white women that don't, you know, like, I think, and this is where I kind of go back to saying, like, I don't really like see color or gender or whatever.
Oh,
like,
we got to talk about that.
Don't you think that not?
We got to talk about that. Stop saying that, friend. I'm gonna just tell you right now. Just stop saying you don't see color. Okay, but we'll talk about that. But why is it uncomfortable having that conversation with your father?
Race.
Yeah.
Like, it's not uncomfortable for me. He just doesn't really, like, he'll educate me on like what had happened in history.
Like what?
Well, like as far as like.
So would it be a fair question? And this is just being honest, right? Would it be a fair? But would it be a fair assumption if I said that your father has failed as far as giving you a true historical depiction? If like you don't know about what chattel slavery is, you don't know who Gomez Inez de Zerara is, you don't know how the actual social construct of race came about, you don't even know that it's not biological, would it be fair that he hasn't done a great job as far as ensuring like you have a historical lens of society?
I could say that. Yes.
Okay, so I want to go back to the question that I have for you then. So what are you doing on a daily basis to fight white supremacy?
I would say not on a daily basis. I would say whenever I can get out. I do live in a downtown area.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I do see like groups out fighting white supremacy or making people aware, you know, protests, things like that, I do join.
So you fight white supremacy when there's a protest available?
Yes, I'm a little nervous about fighting anything by myself.
How often do you go to protests?
Well, lately they've been happening quite often in the downtown area.
For the No Kings rallies?
Not just No Kings. We have like in the downtown. I don't really want to say exactly where I live. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
But like
you're
in the
good.
downtown area, there's like this big market square, and people have been meeting up there. I would say, if not every weekend, every other weekend.
And what have you guys have been able to accomplish with that?
So it has been growing. It started out as like these small groups. The groups have been growing.
But what has it accomplished?
That's
What
the
are
problem.
what are your tangible gains?
That's the problem in this country. Sorry. We're not talking about that.
What do you mean?
I just think that not enough is being done in this country, most likely because I don't really want to. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. If you think there's not enough being done, would it be fair to say that it's important for us to hold a mirror up and say, like, what am I actually doing?
Yeah. I honestly do that every morning.
I'm not saying that protests don't have a form of utility. It is galvanizing in some sense, and people find, you know, a sense of community and, you know, camaraderie. But protesting without a strategic goal and metrics in mind is just hanging out and chanting, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's more for awareness right now with what is going on and with the white supremacy. And
well, see, I kind of feel like you might have jumped the shark a little bit, right? Because while like I appreciate your enthusiasm, if you don't have the building blocks, then you're building a house on rotten foundation. If you haven't properly taken the steps to educate yourself, if you don't know the history, the things that are actually occurring, if you are under the ideology that, you know, anyone can be racist, then like you're working from faulty information to start. And like, that's a huge issue, right? And the bigger problem is, if you actually care about something, then you have to put in the work and do something. And doing the work starts with educating yourself, and then educating yourself stems into actual action. And if you're trying to engage in action without proper education, then again, you're going on a fool's errand, because you'll never be successful in whatever you're trying to do. You're not properly prepared to engage with the task. So even when trying to have this conversation with your father, I don't know what your relationship is like with your dad, right? I mean, that's a personal thing. Yeah. But if you are unable to actually really come from an intellectual level, especially if he deems himself to be a historian, if you can't come to from an historical lens and then be able to speak to the facts about everything that we're dealing with in society, and then of course he's going to be less willing to engage. Now, I think he would be willing to hear you because, you know, you're his child, and even more so, the one thing that I do know about people who deem themselves to be historians, at the very least, you can pique their interest when you start talking about history. I know I like history. I'm a bit of a nerd, but the point being is, even you trying to engage with the conversation with your dad about anything like that without being properly prepared, it causes harm. And it might not be direct harm with you and your father, but anytime you share information from a place of ignorance, and being ignorant isn't a bad thing, that's not an insult. Being ignorant just means a lack of knowledge. Anytime you share opinions from ignorance, then it perpetuates misinformation and disinformation, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
So,
but
sorry, go ahead.
So I do have another question though as well. Why? So I think my concept, I think, or not the concept, I'm sorry. I think my point is that I don't think it's fair to say white women don't care about white supremacy. And in my opinion, I think not enough people in general, like why is it just white women that don't care about white supremacy? Because I'm talking to white women. What do you mean?
I'm literally talking to white women. I understand there's more than white women that don't care about white supremacy, but I'm specifically talking to white women on this one. Everything that I do is very intentional, especially my backgrounds. I take a lot of time to like design the backgrounds and everything. And so the things that I put up there are very intentional and very targeted. And even when, like this comes up, there's more than white women that come up to try to talk about that topic, but I refuse to let them talk about the topic because they're not white women. And I specifically want to talk to white women about white supremacy. It's important. And I'll tell you why. Like I said, you came up and you said, oh, I'm not a Trump supporter and I respect you. I said, yeah, I understand that a lot of people who have some of the same ideology as myself, who are on the right side of history with me, are going to come up and they're going to push back on this. And then you said this makes you feel uncomfortable. And I said, like, hey, sometimes it's important and sit in that uncomfort, right? Or discomfort. The point being is, I think that a lot of white women have a idea and a premise of like what it means to be a quote unquote ally, but don't understand what it means to be an accomplice. And I think that having the beliefs that we have as far as we're doing enough, or we know enough, or we care enough, or like any of those things, having those ideas actually challenged and then a mirror held up and say like, hey, you say you care, but you're not actually doing anything. And then that actually galvanizes people. I think that that's important to like exploit the weaknesses that we have amongst ourselves in order to strengthen ourselves as a whole. And so like I'm specifically calling white women out for this topic because we need white women. And we need you to feel uncomfortable so you will do something.
I get it. That's smart, actually. It's really smart.
I don't know about smart. I'm kind of a troll. But the point being, right, challenging the ideas of what we believe and what we do is super important. But even more so, like if we want any type of real change, then we can't just say we want change. We actually have to do things for change.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I've been trying. But do you ever think that like, and women specifically, and I'm not just talking about like white women, I mean, in this topic we are, but like, do you ever think like we would be louder about fighting for whatever at this point, right? If we weren't so scared about the backlash.
Oh, well, listen, I understand, but see, that's what you got me for. Not to protect you, right? You don't need a big, strong man, but that's the point of having accomplices, right? And that's why I'm trying to force accomplices and not people that want to be allies, because the point of an accomplice is to not only be there for the people that are marginalized, but to use your privilege to shield those marginalized communities and then elevate their voices at the same time. So it's up to men like myself to not only shield women and call out other men, but also protect women and elevate their voices and give them a platform to be as loud as you want to be and be you unapologetically loud. Like I love, when I tell you my women and film presenting friends, when they come up here on my panel, I let them be as loud as they want. I let them take it wherever they want. I sit back and I just let them drive, because that is the responsibility of people who are accomplices, not allies. Fuck being an ally. be an accomplice. And that's the point. So yeah, I get it, but that's why you build community.
Honestly, that's smart, and I really appreciate it. Honestly, this was very informative. I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me come.
I don't know, because Steph said I'm a jackass and I'm not really helping progress. So
yeah. But again, I do I get what you're saying. So one of the things that made me also want to come up is I know that there are women, particularly white women, that do come up or speak on whatever, they speak up about whatever, and they don't care about white supremacy. They don't ever bring it up, right? I do get that. But I also think when you said accomplices, I was yeah, that's kind of right. They do have these men as accomplices, not they're not their allies. They don't
the women that don't really care, right? When I say, I don't actually expect to get women who truly are yep, that's right, fucking love white supremacy. I don't expect to get those. I expect to get the women as wait, no, I'm white, I care. And then that's what I'm expecting to get from those people that join the panel. The ones that just immediately push back have no interest in actually working on themselves, working on deconstruction, which is a huge part, but actually educating themselves and being an active force. The thing that and it's not that I struggle with, it's the thing that I wish all women and femme presenting people actually saw. And women and femme presenting people, they have so much power, so much, insane amounts of power. And if all of you all just had the confidence of a mediocre white man, you would literally rule the world. Literally rule the world. And that's the thing that I'm just trying to get across. It's we have to weaponize you for good. Not your femininity, femininity. You guys know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because Ari corrected me on that. But we have to weaponize the actual power, strength, ability, knowledge, just everything that women and femme presenting people have, because you guys are amazing. And men have been dimming the lights way too long. So.
Okay. I get it.
All right.
Thank you.
Right. Oh, you should always see color, because saying that you don't see color is that's inferring that you think that everyone's the same, but people have different lived experiences.
So, okay, I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I was going to mention that.
Yep.
When I say I don't see color, obviously I see that different races are treated differently, or they have to work harder. What I mean is I don't want that to, when I see a person, I just see a human, right? I see just, I don't see that they are, I see their struggles, but I don't see their struggles.
No, you should see their struggles. You should.
No, I see, I see all struggles.
You should, right? Don't all struggle it. Don't all struggle it. No, it's okay with understanding that people have individual lived experiences. It's also okay to acknowledge that people are disenfranchised. It's okay to say that, hey, I understand that I have privilege. And it's important, because we live in a society where these social constructs, whether it be race or gender, guide where we are, and it continues to actually harm other people. And so it's okay to acknowledge the differences, and then also never take that for granted. So saying that you don't want to or whatever. Yeah, I mean, yes, let's work to abolish race and gender and the patriarchy and all this other stuff. But until we abolish it, make sure we call it out and make sure we acknowledge it.
Yeah, I feel more what I have been doing, and now I might change it. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Is
it's all good.
More of what I'm saying is I do recognize that being white has definitely gotten me more than if I was of a darker skin tone. Right? Like I do
also racism,
recognize that, and I do.
You got to stop saying. You got to stop saying that.
I'm sorry.
You got to get with. You got to get with. You got to get with some of these exquisite whites that we have here in our community. We got some. Can some of our community exquisite whites raise your hand in the chat for me, please? We got some exquisite whites here. You got to get with some of our exquisite whites, and I think that like working through that process of deconstruction and getting a better foundation and understanding will really help push your not only the way that you think, but the way that you advocate, the way that you approach people, and just how effective you are in a lot of different ways. So, and they all have their hands up. Like you can get within it. There's so many people in our community that they're walking the same path right now.
So I more mean like how can we abolish it? Right? Like if we like
whatever, Kay. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. If we like keep living like we are separate, you know what I mean? Like I know we're not right now. I know.
What do you mean?
That we are not treated equally. I know that all races are not treated equally. But like, how do we abolish it then, or that mindset? If
you have to abolish whiteness.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the truth. If you want to actually abolish the construct, because whiteness, again, it goes back to the creation of race with Gomez Inez de Zurara. Racism and capitalism are intertwined. Now, you got to be ready to abolish capitalism as well. And like deconstructing and abolishing these actual constructs is super important. And once we actually do that, like then we'll have a better society as a whole. But it takes not only educating ourselves, but it's going to take white people leading the charge. The people that benefit from the privilege have to be willing to give up their privilege in order to dismantle the system. That's why I'm calling out white women, because we need white women. Like white people have to lead the charge to end white supremacy. Now, Black people, Asian people, indigenous people, we don't have the capability or the functionality to abolish white supremacy, because howdy partner, it doesn't benefit us. It has to be the people that it benefit. What up, Philip? Howdy partner. Philip. Howdy partner. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Like that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I want to do. That's like partner. The angle that I like. My personal end goal is to like I want to use like, you know, my white Caucasian race.
Don't say Caucasian. You got to get with some of my white friends. You got to hide a partner. You got to get with some of my white friends. I'm all right. I'm gonna drop you down. Please hide a partner. No, you're good.
I'm so sorry.
Get with some.
But thank you for the talk. Thank you so much.
Yeah, all good. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming up. Hide a partner. He said try to help with the gifts. W's in chat for conversation. W's in the chat for a conversation, and I just want to like maybe. Chat, you guys know me. Actually, I'm gonna do this really quick because I need to take this hoodie off. I think the lights are like kind of warm, so I'm just gonna take the hoodie off for a second. So if you don't mind, just give me a second. But while I do that, I just wanted to give you guys something to look at. If I don't want you guys just staring off into the sunrise, right? So I just wanted to make sure you guys had something to actually look at for a few minutes while I take this hoodie off, right? Because, people have opinions. People have opinions. Oh, I thought a hater said something. Hey, chat. I thought a hater said something. Guess what? Can't nobody tell me nothing. They can't tell me nothing. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you ain't no fucking way, Brett. W's in the chat for my brother Brett Cross. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Okay. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are a friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin and we'll boost the live, push us out to the FYP. Hi. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I am most definitely not a Trump supporter, but I wanted to, here I am, another white woman.
It's okay. I do white woman therapy.
I just wanted to say the first thing is that I'm a major lurker. I listen to you on Dean and on Parker's Lives all the time. I love your input. And every once in a while I see you have topics up that my gut reaction to them is, huh?
Yep.
Like kind of like incredulous, you know, is that reaction. And I usually just try to sit with it and just listen to you explain it to someone to understand better. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on something and just see if I'm like full of shit or just like, I don't know. I'm just curious what you think, because I grew up in a very, very, very white area. The area I live in, yeah.
Most people did because, you know, America's mostly white. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So I know you're in Washington. I am too. I'm very close to Portland actually these days. But I grew up in Southern Oregon, and very historically, like KKK marches down there, like some serious problematic things. I'm sure you know about the problems in Oregon too.
No, not really. I'm from South Carolina, so I know about real Southern racism. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, our area is not excluded from that, unfortunately. But so anyway, the reason I'm saying all that, I apologize, I'll get to the point, is, you know, you were having a conversation the other day with a lady who was saying that when you asked her the work that she's putting in, she said something about how her father is racist, and she has I think she said a niece that's Black. And she said something about how she didn't care until that kind of happened in her family. And I'm going to be honest with you, like I had mixed reactions to that, because lived experience is, at the risk of sounding crass, it's kind of a motherfucker, because having grown up in a very, very ignorant place, and I kind of feel like it's totally my own fault that I got a crash course in the lived experiences of other people. Once I left Southern Oregon and I moved to Maryland, and finally got to experience like Black people who are Muslim. Like I had no experience with these cultures. So I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on my situation, being that I was so sheltered to what the lived experiences of others was. And I feel like as an adult, it's like, okay, it's time to jump in, get a crash course, and take some responsibility and affect change where you can.
I'm a little confused. I'm not the sharpest spoon in the drawer. Can you say it again for me in like a little bit more like concise
way? Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like I was pretty ignorant until I became an adult, basically, and left Southern Oregon. And I feel like, so my knowledge came just because I was exposed to learning about people, meeting people, talking to people. I have very racist parents who unfortunately I'm still trying to make inroads with. But I definitely feel
thank you very much.
It's my own fault, basically, that I am in a crash course situation now. And I guess I just wanted your thoughts on, like, should I have been doing things differently as a kid? It kind of just feels like I didn't know what I didn't know. And I feel like I should be, like you said, going from that ally to, what was the word you used?
Accomplice?
Accomplice, yeah.
Oh, you want white woman therapy for real?
I'm not looking for validation. What I'm looking for is, like, to be challenged, I guess. Like, sorry.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm listening.
Why are you asking a black man what you should do to be better educated in this area?
Well, I don't think that's necessarily what I'm asking. I feel like the education is absolutely my responsibility. But I feel like going from an ally to an accomplice is really what hits me. And I feel like my sphere of influence is something that I want to take very seriously. But I feel like I'm like, I screwed up because I just didn't know this and I didn't make the effort until now, as an adult.
Okay, so forgive me, it locked up for me for a second and I didn't hear words, but I'm pretty sure I could have filled them in for you. So you said that you're not looking for more education. You want to know how to become from an ally to an accomplice. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much. And she also says I think she wants us to tell her where she went wrong and what she should have done. I think that's where she's going. I think.
Okay, she's still with us.
Yeah, she's here. Emily, I had a question for you, and don't take this the wrong way, but
Yeah,
it's a real question. Is it white guilt?
I mean, I feel like when I started to learn what I didn't know before, it was like drinking from a fire hose. Like, these experiences
Not
that
K
others are
dropping.
having are so...
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just like, holy shit, I didn't know any of this. And I mean, you're probably right. That's probably what it is. It's like, I haven't been doing shit to help this problem all along. And now as an adult, it's like, I feel like I need to, like, double do what I can do. So do you suggest that I just keep listening? Because that's what I've spent most of my time doing, is just, like, when I feel like a concept is hard to understand or uncomfortable, it's just like,
I think there's utility in listening, but I think that you're past the point of listening. I don't think that's beneficial to you at all. I do think that got someone you can talk to, though, that may be a little bit more beneficial. Kay, did you fix your MAGA mobile?
Yeah. Such a jerk sometimes. Okay. So I think the problem here is that a lot of white women come up here and then ask the same question to him, which is like, how do I do better? And one, that's so weird that you would ask a black person for labor in order to correct your wrongs or to be a better person. Also, like, the utility in sitting and listening to TikTok lives are, sometimes education, sometimes entertainment, sometimes a little bit of both. But I mean, the utility isn't going. I mean, you're not going to gain a lot of ground on TikTok. Go read books. Like, literally read about like systemic oppression and racism and white fragility and woke racism, like 2 books by Robin DiAngelo, White Fragility and Woke Racism, because like now that you're like starting to be like, oh, I was in this bubble, now I'm not in this bubble, now you have to do more. You have to unpack all of that time you were in the bubble, and there's so much work to be done, but it's done like with a journal and a pen, not on a panel and a conversation on, a Black person's live. And also, like, you can say that you're an ally, but that's not for you to claim, and it's not for you to claim that you're an accomplice, because we don't get that. I mean, like, I say this all the time, the people who, blue bracelet and safety pin and all this other, like performative bullshit, like that's not what we're here for. Like, get into books, start, don't be on a panel, sit in spaces that you're uncomfortable hearing.
Look at Jeebus. Way in the water. Way in the water, children, way in the water. K-Signal gonna come back. Chat singing with me. Way in the water. Way in the water, children, way. Okay, is your signal back yet?
Yeah, I don't know where I left off. I'm sorry. Things are rough. It's raining in Chicago. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the last thing you said, Kay, that I heard was just to sit and listen to things that make me uncomfortable, which absolutely. I wrote down those 2 books that you referenced.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, be in spaces that. Yeah, I mean, and like, shoot me a follow and I'll send you some more resources, but like, stick with, people who are, like, either have been or are willing to share information with you, but don't always be prepared to be super comfortable. Like, it's not going to be a nice conversation, especially like for people who have been doing it for a long time. We just kind of want you to meet us.
Hey, people in the chat are saying, can you repeat those 2 books, please?
Oh, Robin DiAngelo, White Fragility and Woke Racism. I think people who are on, I don't know, whatever, politically on the left, I think you need to read like Nice Racism, and Woke Racism. Both of them are equally good.
Mm-hmm.
The liberals,
you libbies,
vote harder, candidates, whatever. But I think there's a lot of times where people are like, oh, well, I'm already over here, so I'm doing fine. And I think there's way more to go. So, yeah. Also, please don't gift me. Like, I appreciate you guys so much, but please don't gift me. Like, I mean, it's fine. Like, please, like, support the live. Like, not me, please. But, Emily, let's have a conversation offline and not, like, have Santana, like, teach us stuff, because, like, it's not his job. And we're not paying him. So.
Absolutely. I just had one question.
You know what I mean? Like, education isn't free.
Absolutely. I just had one thing, and I will definitely hop off. But I was just curious what you 2 thought about. Another thing that lady said the other day that I was referencing, Santana, was that she had brought up, well, actually, I had already referenced this before, but she had brought up like the niece or nephew that was Black, and how she was using that to kind of make inroads with her father, who was racist. And you know, the thing I thought about when I thought of that was my experience as well. I also have a niece of color, and
I'm sorry. I'm going to just tokenize your family members. No, nope.
No.
It's a trap. It's a white trap. It's a white trap.
It's literally-
White woman trap. Save
it literally
yourself.
I was going to ask.
Save
I was just
yourself.
going to say that
Stop.
I feel like I think where she was coming from, at least when I was listening to it, was just that like my father is
you're
the
still
kind of
doing
person
it.
who won't
Still
embrace.
doing it. You're still doing it though, and I'm asking you to stop. I'm literally telling
you're walking
you,
into the
a
wall.
trap.
You're literally doing.
I mean,
she's trying to
you're
save
just doing
you.
it. I'm throwing you a raft, and I'm saying, please don't do this. Don't go down this path. Have this conversation offline.
This is not where I'm going with
begging
it, though.
you
I'm
at this
trying
point.
to. I'm just trying to say because my
wait,
father's
hold
not-
on. Wait,
to
Kay.
get there.
Kay, she's hell bent on doing it. Let's do it. Go ahead. Tell us your story.
No, hold on a second.
No, come on, Kay.
Hold on, because this is the biggest pitfall of white women. It's the road to get there. The road to get there could have been the question at the end. The road to get there is not paved with the resume. It's not paved with the story of how we got there. It's not the tokenization. It's not any of those things. So the question at the end is, how do I question? Not my father and where she was coming from, and this is how we were, like, it's not the whole thing. So that's like a thing that we do as white people, is like these things so that we're understood, so that you get where we're coming from, so that you know we're coming from a good place. And I'm just begging you not to do it. Like, just ask the question, point blank, whatever the question is.
For the person VK, the real, said, let her speak. Hey, fuck off. How about we don't let you speak at all? I'm gonna mute you. Like, I don't know what you think this is, but like, that's not what this is. Anyway. You sound like you're underwater now. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Is your sound better?
I don't know. Does it? Does it sound any better?
SpongeBob SquarePants. Yep.
Okay. I know that my father does not give a shit about the plight of people of color, but I think my hope is that if he thinks about his own family, that he'll maybe try to have some compassion and understand. So that's what I was going to say.
Emily, I don't want to assemble the white women Avengers, but like, Kay tried to stop you and you did it anyway. Emily, do you know what censoring yourself is?
Sure.
You know what that means? Emily?
I do.
Okay. Do you feel like you've censored yourself since you've been up here?
I feel like there were a few times I wanted to say things that I didn't.
Okay, so since you took the opportunity not. Go ahead, Kay.
No, I heard you say censor, and I think she heard that too. Not censor.
Oh, center. Yeah, center, not censor. Center yourself. Center.
Oh. Yeah, I think I've been doing a whole lot of that this conversation, now that you mention it. Yes. And I should not be. So that's a good call out. Thank you.
No diggity.
That was the life raft that I was trying to throw you to not do that. But I understand. Let's have a conversation offline and like figure out, how, when it affects, you personally, how you get involved with things. And that's why that might be your starting point.
Chat, you guys need to get your ears checked, because if you heard censored, then who you gonna believe, me? Who you gonna believe, me or your lying ass ears? Anyway,
I heard censor very clearly.
what, Kay? Who you gonna believe, me or your lying ass ears? I don't know. All right,
That's not a fair question. Okay.
Emily.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Kay.
Thank you, Santana.
Absolutely, I'm gonna drop you down. Please, 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 reach out to Kay, and we can get you going in the right direction.
Sounds good. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you. Nah, fuck that. Y'all playing in my face. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Nope. 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 Fuck that. Y'all playing in my face. Ain't no way. Y'all, all y'all playing in my face. Y'all, you are not gonna gaslight me. And not me. I don't know who Boo Boo the Fool is, but it ain't me. I know they lying. You heard censure. Who the fuck said censure? Oh nah, y'all playing in my face for real. We have no capability of rewinding it, Dwayne. I'm sorry. Lakers in 6, not 7. I don't think this person's gonna load. Don't be a crash out. 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 Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? El Bovo, Buvo. L, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Oh shit, my bad, Santana.
You didn't mean to come up?
No. I'm not working anyways. I'm doing this.
All right. Hey, don't work too hard, all right?
Thanks,
All right, I'm gonna let you go because it sounded like you unloading something. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only. Do you ever censure yourself? Who the fuck would? Why would I say? Do you ever censure yourself? Y'all trying to gaslight me? Ain't no way. Somebody mute Adam. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. He butt down. I know they heard center. Yeah, they are gaslighting me. The fuck? The fuck? Sing 10. Ain't no fucking way. Y'all playing in my face. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
I support Trump.
Okay. Can you give me just a few moments to catch up on some thank yous? I'm kind of behind. And then I'll give you the floor.
Yeah, let me mute myself.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. W's in chat for Blue Barbie for the $3 super chat to say thank you for all that you do. Of course, twin. Of course. Fucking W's in the chat for Tori. What is going on? Oh, Tori is over there running through YouTube. Tori sent a $50 YouTube super chat and said for the labor, and then sent out 10 YouTube membership subscriptions. Fucking W's in the chat for Tori. Holy shit. W's in the chat for Fashi, who sent a $5 super chat to say, Mr. Santana in the house. What up? W's in the chat for the Beehive, who sent a $5 super chat to say, listen to you while I do business work. Always great listening and love seeing such an important chat. I actually really enjoy those conversations. Those are really good ones. W's in the chat for Roll for the $20 super chat to say, thoughts on Walter Rodney. I've been doing a lot of self-education on the concept of race, and Walter Rodney's work has been incredibly helpful. I feel not gonna hold you. I am not completely up to speed on Walter Rodney. Holy fuck. But I'll get back to you. W's in the chat for Amber for the late night tuber subscription. W's in the chat for Amber, who sent a $5 super chat to say, when you find the true path, stand by it. Knowing knowing that you have privilege means that you can do the most to make sure everyone else is privileged. Boom. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Tess for the $5 super chat. I'm not super chat, but 5 YouTube memberships that were sent out. And W's in the chat for AJ for the $4.99 super chat to say, oh, the privilege of being absolutely and totally unaware. I appreciate your and Kay patience but never giving up. I mean, you know, it happens. It happens. Holy fuck, guys. We really got to catch up. W's in the chat for Earn for the $10 donation send. You were raised last night, Santana. Wait, you were not last night. God damn it. You were raised right, Santana. Thank you for your mental labor in educating people. Thank you. And shout out to Mama Jones. W's in the chat for Gene for the $1 donation saying W's in the chat for Darius. Nah, fuck that. W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $2 donation saying thank you for always reading my messages. Elizabeth, I'm sorry that that doesn't happen, and I will get that message across and make sure that we get your messages read. W's in the chat for Elizabeth. Thank you for that too. W's in the chat for Madison for the $10 donation saying you're absolutely amazing. I don't know about that, but keep up the good fight. I will. W's in the chat for Jalen. Hey, Jalen, who sent a $5 donation saying, caller, what good does being silent do for oppressed communities? Also, I want to let you know, you in the chat know that I'm sorry, L, can you give me like this? I was gonna go faster, but like if you don't mind, this is I actually really need to stop for this for a second. I'm so sorry. Give me just a moment. This is gonna take just a little bit longer than I had planned. Sorry. 1 second. W's in the chat for Jalen. Jalen sent a $5 donation saying, caller, what good? Hold on, let me do this. What good does being silent do for an oppressed community? Also, I wanted to let you in the chat know that I passed my qualifying exam today. Hashtag PhD candidate. Let's fucking go! Fucking W's in the chat for Jalen. Let's go. Let's go. That is fucking huge. Congratulations. Holy shit. I know the other day you said that you were taking your exam and not you passing. Fucking W's in the chat. Yeah, someone said, Dr. Jalen, hey, hey, hook a brother up with a script. You know, hook a brother up with a script. W's in the chat for Jalen, guys. Seriously, that is a huge accomplishment. We're proud of you. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Gabriel for the $5 donation. Gabriel, thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate the hell out of you. I know times are hard and I understand. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I've really enjoyed listening to this conversation. It's not your job to educate white people, but you do it every day. You're an awesome human being, and thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of our community, and thank you for your kindness. I don't think I deserve it, so thank you. W's in the chat for Ms. Torres for the $2 donation saying white supremacy is literally about the value of whiteness in comparison to any non-white. White men and white women are the ones that need to understand the privilege of their value that they're born with and deconstruct what that value does to others at their expense. W's in the chat for Ms. Torres. Golly. W's in the chat for Madison for the $20 donation saying she gets it. I forget people can be reasonable sometimes. Yes, sometimes. Fucking W's in the chat for Alana. Alana sent a $50 donation and said, please tell Steph disrespectfully F off from a fellow white person. I know that's right. Fucking W's in the chat for Alana. Alana sent a $50 donation after Steph sent a 1 cent donation talking about I'm the problem and I'm the reason why things aren't happening. Fucking W's in the chat for Alana. W's in the chat for MAGA Cries, who sent the MAGA cries. You so fucking petty. MAGA cries in a 2-cent donation said, Steph is a jackass to white people. W's in the chat for MAGA cries. W's in the chat for Nighthawk, who sent a $20 donation saying, fuck being an ally, be an accomplice. Possibly the best way that has ever been articulated. I try. Fucking W's in the chat for Madison. Madison sent a $50 donation, said, hard to learn about white supremacy when you don't talk about race. I learned so much from this live, but the disordinance is strong with this one. Madison and Rob, thank you so much for the fucking 50 and the love. You guys are fucking awesome. Seriously. W's in the chat for Emily for the $10 donation saying, Santana, been catching you here for a while and for quite for some time now. I've been deconstructing for almost a decade. W's you. Every time I'm fortunate enough to catch you on the live, you teach me something or give me something to ponder. Keep on keeping on. Love and respect from South Kakalaki. I know that's right, Emily. We're almost done, guys. Sorry. W's in the chat for Kira for the $1 donation saying, we should be careful with the words we use. You describe the white people that deconstructing as exquisite whites. Whiteness in itself is racist, and exquisite defined by Merriam-Webster means accomplished, perfected. Example, an exquisite gentleman, then perfect meaning flawless. Yeah, it was a joke. It was a joke. It's literally an inside joke from the Discord, but W's in the chat for you. W's in the chat for holy fuck, what is happening? W's in the chat for Desiree for the $100 donation. What the fuck? My bad. I read it too late. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that $100 donation. Yeah, it absolutely did. And that's why they came up here. And fucking $100 towards the gummy fund is wicked work. Management is going to be so mad at you because I'm about to buy 50 packs of gummy worms. Management yelled at me about gummy worms. Management absolutely yelled at me and told me to stop ordering so many damn gummy worms. And then I eat so many that my stomach started hurting. And then I can't go live. W's in the chat. W's in chat for Tishana for the $1 donation. I very clearly heard center, not censor. LOL, love what you do. I fucking knew it. W's in the chat for holy fuck. Elsie for the $10 donation said you deserve more. But here's this for now. Thank you so much. That's a lot of fucking money. I appreciate the hell out of you. And then 3 really big ones. You guys are fucking crazy. Fucking amazing. W's in the chat for Scott for the $50 donation. Clearly, the 2026-2028 election will reflect the spirit of Sir Duke because this overt fascism, militarism, and non-intellectualism, sexism, racism, and homophobia is simply superstitious. We'll survive, eventually thrive, and we will live to be A's again. I know that's right. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. Emily, thank you for the $75 donation. Holy fuck. Emily said, I appreciate your time just now. Thank you so much, Santana. Holy fuck, Emily. Thank you so much for the $75 donation. I don't know what the hell is going on tonight, but guys, you guys are like going off and being way too kind. And when I say way too kind, I absolutely mean that. There's no way in hell that I deserve this type of kindness. And
people can't complain about the economy anymore. Respectfully.
Fucking W's in the chat for Philip. Philip sent a $500 donation and said, don't play in my face. You said censor. Oh, come on. God damn it, Philip, stall me out. Phillips sent a $500 donation. Said, you said, censor, had a great work week. You and management deserve some love and some flowers. I literally got to go get her some flowers. I do. Fucking W's in the chat, Philip. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. That is fucking crazy. You guys are absolutely insane. W's in the chat for everyone. All the donations. Man, I really don't deserve this type of love. I don't. You guys are way too kind. I mean that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Fucking thank you. All right, L. Sorry, it took a long time. Let's get to it.
You good?
You are a Trump supporter. Did you come up to debate something that's on the background, or did you want to tell me why you still support Trump today?
I can tell you why I support him, and we can go point by point.
Okay, and can you please make sure that it's why you support him today, not why you voted for him in 2024. I don't really care about why you voted for him in 2024. I don't really care about Kamala Harris. I would like to know how you support him today, April 30th, 2026.
Yeah, no, I'll make it relevant, and I won't bring up Mrs. Harris.
Okay.
I'll say the Dignity Act right away, and also the recent psychedelic talks with guest Joe Rogan and what he's trying to do with our veterans in America.
You said what? The psychedelic talks?
Yeah,
you mean the change of the actual the M drug and things like that? Is that what you were talking about?
To respect your platform, I'm talking about the mushroom ones, and also the one recently with Joe Rogan. This is
Wait,
just
did he reclassify that one?
No, it's in the process. Just like earlier last year, he did it with the green plant. He made it a Schedule 3.
Well, so he didn't do that. That was actually Biden. But anyway, so he did it with the shrooms.
Yeah, recently with Joe Rogan being in the White House behind him. That was
I thought that was something else. Hold on, let me look that up. I know what you're talking about. Please. I didn't know exactly what they were doing.
It was about psychedelics and also to do with our veterans, and also just to basically expose the pharmaceutical industry. And I just think that Trump finally had the balls to do this. He put his name on it, unlike other presidents.
Wait, you think Trump is going after the pharmaceutical industry?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Trump RX. Yeah.
You know, Trump RX is just Good RX rebranded.
I've heard that before, but when looking into it, there is a huge difference.
What's the huge difference? And please be specific.
Yeah, I'll make it very clear. With Trump RX, it's brand company names, but with Good RX, it's basically off brands.
That's
and
not
with
true.
Trump RX,
that's not true.
Yeah, you can fact check.
No. Good RX.
There's no generic medicine on Trump RX.
No. You're saying that there's no generic. Okay, because you can get brand and generic. Brands. You know, you can get brand and generic with Good RX.
Yeah, and I think Trump RX is better because the high standard. It's a branded name like Pfizer and other high companies.
Hey, I got a question for you, and this. I'm not even like shitting on your point, but like. What do you know about the difference in brand, like just brand name period? What do you know about the difference between brand name and off brand?
Well, who funds them, and also the end goal of the medication. It's very dark if you think about it, especially with the pandemic recently. It's very dark, very dark. Mm-hmm. I'll concede. I'll say I don't know.
The reason why I bring that up, and this isn't just with prescription drugs, but this happens with prescription drugs as well. What happens is it's all about labeling and packaging. It's literally the same. They make the same thing. They make it in the same place and they put it in different packages and then sell the brand for more. It's all about capitalism.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not even shitting on your point because I'm just telling you like seriously. And it's funny that because that they try to drive that up. That certain things there are like an absolute difference in like the off-brand versus the brand name, but with a lot of things, and again, not just prescription medication, but a lot of different things get manufactured in the same place, on the same line, with the same products, and they just put a different name on it.
Oh, okay, I'll take that one back then. I guess my 2 points will be the Dignity Act, and also I'm part of the 32% tax bracket, and I paid way less taxes, and I think that's great. I mean, my income has has increased, and I paid less taxes this year. I looked it up, something to do with salt something or whatever.
Yeah, the
But,
standardized deductions. What's your tax bracket?
32%, and I paid less taxes this year. And I'm not going to start defending the big beautiful bill, even though I do agree with like the sports tax credit return. But I paid way less taxes, and also the Dignity Act. As a Latino voter, I love that it's a good pathway, a good end goal for Latinos, and finally something to fix the immigration system.
Oh, wait.
Am I cooking too much?
Wait. No. The Dignity Act.
All right.
Listen, no. You know what's funny?
What's up?
So I'll give you a little bit of inside baseball. I'll show you something. So in the morning, and chat, this is for you guys as well, right? So in the morning, I try to ensure that, like, because you guys know sometimes Trump supporters are scared to come up and debate. And so I don't like to just sit here and like twiddle my thumbs. So I try to have, oh, sorry, wrong one. I try to have things ready to talk about just in case I have to fill dead air, right? Dang it, how can I can't make this larger? Dang it, why can't I make, okay, there it is. So
all my Latinos, look up Dignity Act. Look up the Dignity Act.
Can I finish?
My bad.
So this is my actual like links and stuff. These are different news articles that I have that I like talk about while we're looking for Trump supporters. So I'll go here and see this brings us to the Hill, and this talks about inflation rates and blah, 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 right? One of the actual things that I had and I never got an opportunity to talk about was the Dignity Act. Would you like to know why I had the Dignity Act up to talk about it? El Predictor? You're muted. Boop. Sent your request to come off mute. I literally sent you a request to come off mute. El Predictor going once. El Predictor going twice. The Dignity Act is, while it's the only type of legislation that's trying to be pushed by, it's a Republican-led piece of legislation. The Republican Party is literally cannibalizing it and pushing back on the passing of the Dignity Act. Like they're actually fighting the Dignity Act from being passed. It's so interesting that he brought that up. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I disagree with one of the things in the background.
Okay. What do you disagree with?
I'd like you to elaborate on it, but it's the white men and nothing but power.
Yeah, white men don't care about anything except power. They are willing to give up any and everything in order to maintain power. And yeah, that's the highlight.
Okay, so like my big problem with it, I'm relatively centrist, so I really find fault in both parties and what they do, and I kind of don't like that you're just kind of soloing out white people. So I'm originally from New Orleans and I live in Florida now. Yeah. And in Florida, our current governor race is between Byron Donalds and a couple of other white guys. Byron Donalds being African-American, power hungry. New Orleans are, and I'm Mexican-American, by the way. My mom is Mexican, and
what is that? Are you
in
white?
New Orleans, our mayor in New Orleans is I'm half. My daddy is white.
Which half of you is white? Is your left half, your right half?
Top half.
The top half. The top half is
because I could dance. You feel me? But then
so you're. I mean, is your race white?
Hold on.
Is your race white?
No, I'm Mexican, so I'm Latino.
Mexican and Latino, those are ethnicities and nationality. What's your race? Phenotypically present. What do you look like?
Oh, I mean,
how do you present to the world?
I think kind of Spanish. That's what I've been told. I mean, my abuela and my mom are from Mexico, so.
So do you look indigenous? Are you brown? Are you, do you look kind of like me? Would people from a distance think that you're a white man?
I'm not dark skinned. I'm definitely I definitely look pale. You feel me? But
okay, so you're white. Got it. All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, and then in New Orleans,
One second. This user and a whole bunch of numbers said, "Does this matter?" Yes, it does, you dipshit. And if it didn't matter, then leave the live. Sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, you're okay. So in New Orleans, our mayor, I'm pretty sure, just got indicted for being corrupt, and she is a black woman. Mm-hmm. So it's like when I hear white men just want nothing but power, I could see that being anybody being capable of power. I find that power hungry being a wicked, just a wicked trait amongst all people, not necessarily applied towards just white people. I mean, our president back in 2015 was African American, and you feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, our vice president was also African American just before Trump, so it's like white. Like, I don't really think that's just, I think it's kind of like soloing out. I don't really understand.
I know you thought you was cooking for a second.
I see someone in the comments talking about Governor Jeff Landry. He's terrible too. Don't even get me wrong about that.
Yeah, that's all good. Listen, I know you thought you were cooking for a moment, but I think you missed the mark.
Well, no, I'm not.
What
like
about
I said,
black
I'm
people?
I'm trying to hear what you think. You feel me?
Yeah. What about black people is not rebutting the premise that white men only care about power. And I'm not saying, I say they care about nothing but power. I'm not saying that other people don't care about power. I'm saying white men specifically are willing to give up everything in order to maintain power. And when I say that, it's based off of the 250-year history of our country, the fact that white men, 90% of all power has been coalesced within white men. That means the House, Senate, the presidency, and white men have overwhelmingly passed legislation that has hurt, harm, and disenfranchised all people. And even if you take a look at, the most recent presidential election, white men showed up and voted for Donald Trump at a clip higher than any president in United States history. Donald Trump got more white men to vote for him than Joseph Robinette Biden. And Joseph Robinette Biden broke the record for the most votes in United States history. Donald Jimothy Trump got more votes. I'm sorry?
No, I was just laughing. That was funny.
Oh, Donald Jimothy Trump got more votes than any president in the United States history. Have you ever seen the Reagan map? How old are you?
No, sir. I'm 21.
21. Donald Trump got more votes. And this is what Ronald Reagan did in his election. 1 second here. This is the Reagan map.
Yeah.
Right? Donald Trump got more votes from white men than Ronald Reagan, who did this. And that's after being a 34 count felon, adjudicated rapist, sexist, classist, fascist, someone who tried to overthrow the United States government. And on top of all of that, said that they were going to raise our prices because he was going to put tariffs on everything. They saw all of that. They knew all of that and voted against their own best interests so white men can continue to coalesce power because they saw a black woman threatening their spot at the top of the patriarchal system. That's why I say white men only care about power. Like, white men will overwhelmingly look to do anything to hold on to power.
Okay. All right. So I see what you're saying now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, like, well, my kind of point was this. I was just saying, like, I feel like corruption on a whole, like the thrive for power is a very wicked and human nature, not necessarily attributed to someone's DNA makeup on whether or not they are born white or any other color.
Well, yeah,
you know?
Well, one, race isn't colored, and two, race isn't biological. So I'm not assigning that as far as like something ingrained in DNA. So
yeah, that's my biggest problem. Like I said, I grew up in a biracial household, so it's like when it comes to racism and stuff like that, I've always been like, I cannot stand when people attack people marginally. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. That was good. Thank you for having me on. We ain't gotta stay on long, but thank you, boss.
All right, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait for a second. Chat, I'm really hesitant. I'm really hesitant because I haven't been called the N-word all night, and I don't think that I'm really up for someone calling me the N-word. And there's a couple of people in the chat that I think would do it. There's a couple. What the fuck is happening with my screen? The fuck? Zay said, yeah, let's not. They haven't called me the N-word all night, and I don't know. I don't know. There's a couple of them in the request that might just do it. They might just do it. Block them. Let's see here. Give me a second, guys. Okay, let's see what happens. I don't know if this person's gonna load. Oh, hi. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something in the background? King Zan, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? What the fuck is that? Is that a monkey in his profile? Ain't no fucking way, chat. He got a monkey in his profile. Oh, he playing in my face. Ain't no fucking way I'm letting up. Ain't no fucking way I'm letting him up here. You already know what he trying to do. Oh, not him leaving the request. He fucking ran. Chat, he fucking ran. He fucking ran. Straight called him out. You know exactly what he was hoping to do. Yeah, chat. We fucking knew exactly what he was hoping to do. Fucking ran. Gotcha. Gotta be quicker than that. Okay, we got somebody else in the request. Is Chelsea here? Guys, is Chelsea here right now? I don't see you. Does anyone know if Chelsea is in the live? Chelsea here? Should have listened to Zay. Zay don't be knowing. Can someone grab Chelsea?
What's up, man?
Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something in the background?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Chilling, man. It's not looking good for
hold
some
on.
people
Hold
out
on.
there
Hold
in this
on.
world.
That's fine. No, wait, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. The fucking guy that just that came, you requested up and then you ran. Get up here, you asshat. There's this weirdo who keeps like tagging me in all these videos. I'm sorry, give me a second. Not you. I apologize. There's this weirdo who keeps tagging me in these fucking videos. Every single time I get off live, they tag me in a video, and I told them like either what the fuck is this? Oh, my bad. I thought that was a monkey. It's just the Venom Spider-Man. My bad. It wasn't a monkey. It was the Venom Spider-Man. Anyway, there's this guy that keeps tagging me in these videos, right? And when he tags me in the videos, it's always like this weird shit he keeps tagging me in. And I told him either come debate me or I'm going to block him. Where is it? Where is it? Not him deleting the videos that he had me. Oh no, there he is. This guy right here. He keeps tagging me in these weird ass videos, talking shit. He talks shit about like racism and all this other stuff. Gil Driver, get up here. I'm telling you, I'm going to block you if you don't get back up here. Ari, yeah, he keeps tagging Ari too. There he is. Debate me.
Yeah.
You're so busy tagging me and shit.
Yeah,
Debate me.
You want to talk shit about Santana?
Hey, stop. Not yet paid program. We good. I got this one. Debate me.
So what do you want to debate on?
I want to debate on the shit that you've been tagging me in. Apparently, you think that I am completely wrong on the concept of race.
You're not completely wrong because you switch it up all the time.
What if I switch up?
Go from race to from phenotypical traits to then not using phenotypical traits.
Tell me how.
Hold on, can you explain to me what race is?
Paige, you gotta hold on. Seriously. This is I gotta have this fade. Go ahead.
Okay, so you go from saying that the Gomez Zarara, he's responsible for creating race and racism, right? Because he grouped people by phenotypical traits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go on the present, you say that racism, black people can't be racist because it's all about power, completely ignoring the phenotypical traits. So you
how am I ignoring it?
You switch it when it's
no.
for
Stop
you.
right there. Stop right there. How am I ignoring power because I talked about the actual inception of race?
Because you're using a completely different definition of racism, where you ignore phenotypical traits. Because you say the black people can't be racist.
Hey, wait. Right here. Hey, pay attention. When we talk about race, we talk about the social construct. When we talk about racism, we talk about the structuring and maintenance of the hierarchy. Those things are connected, but they're different. No,
you're not.
You're not tracking.
You're completely switching it up.
You're not tracking. Got it. Wait, so you think race and racism are the same thing?
No, that's the problem that I have, because you seem to think that because someone is at a lower hierarchical level, they don't have the ability to be racist.
Cool. Got a question for you.
So why
I got a question for you. Can you tell me how during slavery a black slave could be racist towards their white slave master?
But this is what I mean. You're going back to
don't worry. I'll wait.
You're going back.
Don't worry. I'll wait. Answer the question.
You're going back.
Answer the question.
Phenotypical traits.
Answer the
You're
question.
going back- listen,
If wait,
listen,
wait.
that's the
If
problem
no,
that I
no,
have.
no,
You
no,
keep
no, no, no,
switching it up.
no, because
Can you
the
tell me-
construct, because
Okay,
the
so-
construct of race was created, and there has been different structuring and maintenance of the system since the creation, but the construct has been there. So if the construct has been there and it has gone through perpetuity until now, there has been different additions and removals, i.e. Irish people and Italian people being deemed white. But when you talk about the functionality of racism, it's
why are we
only
defining
developed.
it? So why are you giving
So
a
the
different
question I
definition?
have, and
Why
I
are
need
you
an
using a
answer
different-
for, the question I have, and the question I need an answer for is, tell me how that a black slave could have been racist towards his white slave master.
Because those were different times. It's a different time than
Can you
now.
answer the question? Saying it was a different time is not an answer to the question.
Of course it is. Of course it is, because it's a different type.
Saying it's a different time doesn't answer the
It
question
is,
as far
because
as how
it's a different time,
it
it's a
does not
different
answer the
experience,
question
it's
as far
different-
as how a black
It's a
slave
different
could be
hierarchical power.
racist
It's a
towards their
different
white
level.
slave master.
Yes, you just said it. There was power. There was power. The white people had power over black people, right?
During chattel slavery? You said, did you say they had no power?
They had power. They had power.
Okay, so again, tell me how.
Tell me, no,
They
you
could
tell
be
me how
racist.
that is the same thing as now.
Just because the actual system has changed does not negate the system existing. The system exists due to the different ways that it actually harms and negatively impacts black people, i.e. financial, medical, educational. When you talk about hold on, you told me how does it actually work now? When you talk about the judicial system and you talk about how black people get on average more time for the same crimes with the same criminal history as their white counterparts. That is racism, a system working to disenfranchise non-white people. That's power.
Are you negatively affected by that system?
Yes.
How?
Because I live in a society and I live within the social construct of race.
Bro, you make more money on here than any other white person.
I don't, but what does that have to do with anything? Do you think
Then
that
you are
hold
above
on?
that power? You have more power than-
Quick question. No,
you
it's
have
not.
more power
I'm
than
not.
those
I'm
people
not.
that you say
Hey,
that have more power.
LeBron Ramon James. LeBron Ramon James. He's a billionaire, right?
What's your point?
He's a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
Is
Did he
he
make it because
above?
he was-
Is he
did he
above?
make it? Did
Wait,
he make it? Did he get that power because he was black?
wait. Don't try to run from the question.
I'm not running.
Is he above experiencing racism?
You can't control how other people treat you.
Answer the question.
My point.
Yes, you can by being respectful. That's how you control people. You be respectful to them. What are you talking about?
Answer the question. Is LeBron James above experiencing racism?
Of course not, but he could also be racist too.
Okay.
He's got, like you say, by your logic,
with that being said, hold on. Wait. If LeBron James, a billionaire, isn't above experiencing racism, then I guess the fact that you make money doesn't actually dictate being above racism. Cool. You said that he can actually be racist. Cool.
So
Tell me how. Wait 1 second. Let me finish the sentence. Let me finish the sentence. Tell me how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism, because the functionality of racism is to disenfranchise non-white people.
You know what the problem with you is? That you're so obsessed
Answer the
with
question.
The power levels that you don't see.
I never brought up the power levels. You did. I never brought up the power levels. You did. Now answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the fucking question. Tell me how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism.
Oh, you're completely ignoring what I'm saying. That's the problem. You don't listen.
Answer the question.
You're so obsessed with one thing that you completely ignore. Listen, you brought up the example of LeBron James, right? LeBron James, yeah, the guy is above probably the majority of people when it comes to like money, wealth, power. Did he make it up there? Did he get to that point because he's black? Why did he reach that level? Can you tell me why he reached that level of power?
What does this have to do with the explaining how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism?
Because the same with you, okay, on this platform, how did you get to the point where you are on this platform?
Individual success does not actually.
Was it because you're black?
Individual success does not highlight how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism. Now, please tell me. Please tell me how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism.
Bro, why do you keep ignoring what? Like, it's so simple. It's so simple.
I literally addressed what you said. I said individual people having success does not mean that black people can co-opt the function of racism. Now, can you explain to me
that they can't be racist?
I've already answered your question. I need you to answer mine. Can you please explain to me how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism? Bro is not answer. Are we doing the mannequin challenge right now?
What?
You real quiet right now. You mighty quiet right now. Speak up. Speak up. Say it with your chest. Get your muffin pushed back blue. You ever go night-night? Everybody go night-night. Answer the question.
Okay, so what are you asking?
Tell me how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism.
Well, black people can discriminate in hiring, housing, and social settings.
Tell me how.
I mean, tell you how.
So are you saying that black people as a whole have the ability to discriminate and keep white people out of housing?
I didn't get it. I didn't hear that because it got cut off.
Are you saying that black people as a whole can quote unquote discriminate to keep white people out of housing?
Bro, they can discriminate.
Can you answer the question? Is that what you're saying?
They can.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
answer.
They have enough
okay,
power.
perfect. What's redlining?
Oh, bro, why do you keep?
What's redlining?
What is
redlining?
You keep pivoting.
You mentioned houses, and I want you to speak about the houses. You said that black people. You said that black people can actually discriminate to keep white people out of housing. Now, what is redlining?
I came up to talk to you to say.
Can you answer the question? You gave me the example, and now we're examining your example. Don't run. You gave the example. This was your example. You brought up houses.
I'm basing on 2026.
Yes, perfect. Yes, I am too. Now answer the fucking question. What is redlining?
You are where you are. If you say that,
answer. Hey.
You are where you are because of you. You are where you are because of you.
Answer the fucking question, you donut. You brought up housing. You did. That was you. That was your example. Now tell me what redlining is. Sent you a request to come off mute. Sorry. I wasn't telling you sorry. I was telling management that. Come off mute. I know you see that request on your screen. Tell me what redlining is.
You got into where you are because of
Can you
your hard
please
work,
stop
dedication,
spamming
or whatever,
random
right?
shit and
The
answer
same
the
with white
question?
people, the same with
Hey,
Asian people, the
hey,
same with Hispanic
hey,
people.
hey, you're crashing because you know that you're fucking cooked. You've tagged me in more videos than I can count. You've been Billy Badass in the comments. This is your time to shine. This is your moment. You better fucking lose yourself in the moment. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Now answer the question. I'm sending you a request to come off mute. What is redlining?
Bro, you're the one that brought me up here to talk, and then you're not letting me talk. You want to talk? You want me to
answer the question? You gave me the example about housing. What is redlining? If you don't know, just say you don't know.
Explain it to me.
I need you to tell me you don't know.
Explain it to me. Go.
I need you to tell me that you don't know.
You've done everything else, so explain it to me.
I'm not going to explain something to someone if you already know it. What's the point? I'm trying to figure out how quickly we can move through this conversation. Either you can tell me that you don't know, or you can tell me what it is. I don't care which one, but I need you to do one of the two.
My point in all of this is your hypocrisy, man. That's my point. Your hypocrisy.
I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite while I'm systematically destroying you. That's fine. It's fine. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It's fine. So you brought up the fact that you said, oh, black people can discriminate against white people by using housing. Cool. Redlining is the racist practice of not giving loans, i.e. home loans, financial loans to black people in certain areas to ensure to keep certain areas white. They don't give loans to black people in order to be able to get access to homes in areas. Now, when you may say, oh, I'm talking about 2026. Yes, I'm talking about today as well, you dipshit. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Navy Federal Credit Union, some of the largest banks in the world, not the country, Craig, but the world. The world, Craig. 2025 were successfully sued for redlining, which is the practice, again, of having two people, same backgrounds, same deposits, same credit score, same everything, but they're going to give the loan to the white person because they're white and not to the black person because they're black. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Navy Federal Credit Union, 2025 successfully sued for redlining. Now, I want you to come off mute. If black people can do that to white people, then why is redlining not only illegal, but still happening where white people are literally doing what you just said to black people?
Bro, I never said that racism doesn't exist. I've never said that. I've never said that there's no racism between any race. I've never said that. My point is
you're right.
You say the black people.
Okay, I told you to tell me how black people could co-opt the functionality of racism. I said, what did I say? Repeat my question to me.
Listen, my point.
Repeat my question to me.
I've never said that there's no.
Repeat my question to me. I need to make sure you understand it. What question did I have for you?
You just explained what redlining was.
No, what was the question that I had?
I didn't hear the question.
That's why you fucking, it's a tracking issue. Got it. Explain to me how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism.
Bro, why are you ignoring? I've never said that there's no racism. I didn't come up here to defend it, to say that there's no racism.
You said that black people can be racist towards white people. I said, cool. You said black people can be racist towards white people. I said, You said black people can be racist toward white people. I said, cool, I'm willing to accept it, but I need you to explain to me, how can black people co-opt the functionality of racism?
Well, I told you.
You said housing. You said housing discrimination. That's what you said, right?
Listen, everyone experiences racism differently.
You said housing.
Than I do.
Racism is a system. System. And now tell me how. I said, give me the example. I told you to give me the example of how black people can co-opt said system. You brought up, you said, oh, they can discriminate and they can discriminate with housing. I said, okay, cool. So you're saying that black people can stop white people from getting houses. You said yes. And that's when we got to redlining. You're not fucking tracking.
Bro, you keep pivoting to you're all like all over the place. Or like all over the place. My whole argument is
chat, all the chats right now. He said that I'm pivoting. And I'm all over the place. Has anybody else been able to keep up with this conversation? Has anybody else been able to keep up with the logic that I've been taking him through? Anyone? I got a TikTok chat here. I got a YouTube chat here. I got an Instagram chat here. Hell, I even got a Kick chat. Ain't nobody over there, but I still got a Kick chat, right? Like, and hold on, let me refresh Kick. I forgot to refresh Kick. Yeah, ain't nobody over there, but if it was somebody over at Kick, I'm sure they would be tracking it as well. This is a you problem, bub. This is literally a you problem. You're ill-equipped for this conversation, but again, you think you Billy Badass because you got a couple of videos that you've tagged me in.
Remember the guy that was here yesterday? You were talking to him and he said that he was Irish. You completely dismissed the guy as soon as he said he was Irish.
Why?
He said he was talking about his ancestor had
why did I dismiss
slavery in his family.
Why did I dismiss him? Why?
What do you mean? You don't even know the guy.
I don't need to know him to.
You don't know what
I don't need to know him.
You don't know what
I don't need to know him. What was the conversation? What was the conversation?
Everyone on here.
What was the conversation? You're fucking crying. Yes. People listen to me because this is my live, bub. What was he saying?
Exactly. Power. You have that power here, right?
Okay. Yes, I have power to do this because I don't mute people unless they're being willfully obtuse. Now, the reason why I dismissed the guy that was Irish is because he brought up reparations. He did. He wanted to talk about reparations. And he wanted to talk about who would qualify for reparations. He was specifically talking about black people. I said, no. It's not just black people. We got to take care of indigenous people. We got to take care of black people. And we got to take care of the brown people that are being overwhelmingly harmed by what's happening in America. And he said, well, what about my ancestors? My ancestors were Irish. I said, Irish people and Italian people, under my premise, would not qualify for reparations because they traded their suffrage for access to white privilege. They are considered to be white and they have white privilege. Right? So that's why that's why I said, no, being Irish does not qualify for reparations because they're white.
Bro, do you see that you're doing the exact same thing that you accused that you, whenever you bring up Zerara, you say that he was the first person to categorize black people into groups, right? And you're doing the exact same thing. First thing you do is you categorize people into, you ask them, are you Latino? Or do you look a certain way? Do you look white? Do you look dark? You categorize everyone into specific groups.
Wait, so I'm the problem for living. So I'm the problem for living within the social construct.
How can you use someone that you say created racism when you're doing the exact same thing. You categorize people into groups.
It is,
black,
K.
white.
It is, K. But I'm on his neck for a reason because I'm tired of him tagging me in these weird ass videos. So I get it. Anyway,
oh, believe me, I want to keep on tagging.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. You know what? You won't if I fucking permaban you. So you better actually get your shit together and get a good debate. Now, lock in. Lock in.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Lock the fuck in.
That's the hypocrisy.
I'm a hypocrite for living within the social construct.
You keep bringing up Zurara.
Are you saying that I'm the hypocrite for living within the social construct? Is that your premise? I'm the hypocrite for living in the social construct.
And yet you use.
Can you answer the question directly?
And yet you use it.
Can you answer the question directly?
You're not responsible. But
can you answer the question directly? Are you saying that I'm the problem for living in the social construct?
No, you're not the problem. You are the one that takes advantage and weaponizes it.
How am I weaponizing the social construct?
What do you mean how? What do you mean how? You're doing exactly the same thing that Zurara did. He was responsible for the prince justifying the prince trading slaves, and you're doing the same thing to justify attacking white people.
Who's attacking white people?
By categorizing them, bro.
I'm attacking white people by calling white people white.
What do you say?
I'm attacking white people by calling people white.
One of your topics is
I'm attacking white people by calling people white.
White men only care about power.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all you do. You categorize people into groups.
So I'm the problem for acknowledging. I'm the problem for acknowledging that white people are white.
No, it's not acknowledging. You intentionally categorize people into groups. Exactly the same thing.
So I created I created the construct of whiteness.
I never said you created it.
It's my problem. It's a fucking tracking issue. Like, holy shit. You keep saying that I'm weaponizing and using something that's literally a fucking construct that was created that I exist inside of. I don't think you understand what you're saying.
Bro, so then why do you keep using the same argument with Zurara? You blame the guy. You blame the guy for creating racism and race. I think I figured out your problem. Your problem is that you think just because someone says something that you don't like, that it's blaming them. I don't care about
you.
That.
Do.
You do. I could care less.
Shh. When I bring up Gomez Inez de Zurara, it's not to say I hate him. I blame him. It's to say this is who created race. So when people talk about race being biological, when people talk about race being created by God, when people say it's always been around, I say no. It was created by a Portuguese man by the name of Gomez Inez de Zurara. And then I talk about why he created it. And then I talk about the history. So talking about the inception of the social construct is me blaming and weaponizing it?
Yeah, because you're doing the exact same thing that he did, that you blame him for creating. You did it yesterday.
You're stupid. I get it.
You do it every single day.
I get it.
As soon as someone says, I'm Irish, no, you're not Irish.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You can sit here and say that I'm weaponizing a fucking social construct that I live inside of, but you still can't tell me, hey, thank you for the fireworks. You still can't tell me how Black people can co-opt the functionality of racism, and that's your problem. You keep trying to say random shit and spam words, but you still can't answer the question, and I'm the problem for fucking knowing history. I'm the problem for not only knowing history, but speaking about history.
listen, why stop at black people can't be racist? Why can't you? Why don't you continue with other stuff? Black
Sure.
steal.
Tell me how. No. Listen, now you're trying to straw man. I'm willing to accept your argument that black people can be racist. I'm telling you, I'm willing to accept it. The only thing that I need you to do is explain to me how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism. If you can explain that, I will accept it. I'm a very logical person. I'm willing to accept whatever you can prove. I just need you to prove it. Don't worry, I'll wait. As a matter of fact, I think I got some thank yous. I'll give you a moment to think about it. W's in the chat for Jean for the donation. Jean said, fuck Steph and her crusty toes. God damn, Jean. W's in chat for Jean. W's in chat for Abby for the $1 donation saying, so much for your head feeling better. Listen, not even gonna hold you. Like if my head wasn't feeling better, it didn't feel better when I first got up here, but if it wasn't feeling better, I wouldn't be cooking the way that I am. And I'm on his neck. I'm on his fucking head top. I'm on his head top. W's in the chat for, let's see here. Holy smokes. Land Rose. Land Rose sent 3,000 bits. What the fuck? Land Rose with 3,000 bits over on Twitch. Golly. W's in the chat for Land Rose. W's in the chat for It's Wade, who sent who resubscribed over on Twitch using their Prime membership. Let's fucking go. And then what is going on with Land Rose over Twitch? Land Rose sent another 1,000 bits over on Twitch. What is happening? Holy shit. Holy shit. W's in the chat. What's going on over here? Hold on. I missed that. I didn't see what happened. Sorry. No, I got it. Oh, sorry. W's in the chat for Tori. What up, Tori? Tori has been going off on YouTube all fucking night. W's in the chat for Tori for the $10 donation saying, caller, I admire your courage to speak in the absence of knowledge. Oh, shit. And W's in the chat for Tori. That was petty as hell, Tori. W's in the chat for Tori, guys. Holy fuck. W's in the chat for Tori. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links, and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. Guys, 1.5 thousand people hanging out over here. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. We go live all the time. We have a great fucking time. Listen, you're going to love it here. Except this guy. This guy fucking hates it, but he can't stop watching. He rage watches every day. He cannot fucking stand me, but he can't turn me off. That's why I said if he didn't come up, I was going to block him, and he fucking got in the box because he may hate me, but he can't stop watching, and you can't either. Hit that follow button. So, you got an answer?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Like I said, you weaponize it. Like you flip, and listen. You always like flip the power dynamic to your advantage. Like that's how you do.
So you don't have an answer.
Racism is a tool.
So you don't have an answer.
Use it as a tool to benefit yourself.
Cool. So tell me how black people can co-opt the functionality of racism.
You use it as a tool. Use it as a tool to benefit. Whenever.
How? Be specific. Don't give me a hypothetical. Give me reality. I gave you reality.
Hypothetical.
Okay, give me reality.
When it's convenient, you use racism.
Give me how black people
can. The moment anyone criticizes this behavior, you scream that's racist. But then you do it yourself. You weaponize it when it's convenient to you, but then when someone does it to you, you scream racist. And that's my whole point.
I hear you crying. Hey, I can hear your heart crying out for me. I can hear your heart crying out for me. I don't want to hear you crying anymore. I'm so sick of hearing you cry. I legitimately could give two fucks about how much you're gonna cry. I don't care about you crying. I don't. I need that proof. I need it. Can you give me the proof about how Black people can co-opt the functionality of racism?
I'll give you an example. You love basketball.
I fucking told him, don't give me made up shit to actually give me real things. It has been determined that you are not tall enough to ride this ride. Go back, take a pen, write something down, make it suspenseful. Fuck, you can take the mic home with you, looking like a cyclone hit you. Tank top screaming, Santana, I don't fit you. Fuck out of here. They do that weird shit all the time, chat. Like fucking they do that weird shit all the time. All the time. All the fucking time. When I tell you they tag me in the weird shit, they're always in my DMs. And listen, my nickname is Petty LaBelle. I am always with the shits. So you remember that next time you try to troll me, you hop in my DM. A fucking chat, you guys know I'm petty as fuck. I'm petty as fuck. A fucking vegan jumped in my inbox, right? Hold on. I'm gonna read this shit really quick. I need people to understand that, like, I am petty as fuck. Minding my own business. I mind my black ass business, right? I do. I truly mind my black ass business, right? Look, they blocked me now. So this person hopped in my chat. This was after me talking about I was gonna, take my wife out to a steak dinner, and so she hopped in my my inbox and said, "Please reconsider your aggression towards veganism. Veganism is a social justice movement. You joking that you're gonna eat a big juicy steak is aggression towards the movement. Please do better. I love your content. I love your other content." Mind you, they didn't even follow me, right? Didn't even follow me. I said, man, if you don't get out of my inbox with that shit, this is not a problem with veganism. The problem is hold on, what the fuck? This is the problem with veganism, not what it is and how helpful I actually think it is for people and for the environment, but the insufferable people that make it their whole identity. Get a life, bro. She replied back, I mistakenly believe that you value education. You attempt to educate through your channel. Your response shows me that you're unwilling to open your mind to this issue. You don't have to care about the animals, but it would be healthy for you not to mock those who do. This definitely contradicts your other messaging. I said, it doesn't. I called you out on your message. I never said there's an issue with veganism. It's you. People like you are the problem. You're so damn insufferable and are always on your high horse. Please find your way out of my DMs. Then she replied, My message was simply pointing out that you spoke aggressively towards veganism. No high horse, insufferable describes you. Unfollowed, finish with your hypocrisy. I said, you weren't following me when you sent this message, you asshat. Anyways, I'm going to have a steak for dinner in your honor tonight. LOL. And she replied, asshole, and blocked me. The point that I'm trying to make is one, I don't bother nobody. All right. I'm my own black ass business. And for some reason they think that they can hop in my inbox and like fucking talk crazy. Like I'm not going to reply. Like they think that they think they can talk crazy. Like I'm not going to reply. I am not the bigger person. I am petty as fuck. I will take the low road every single time. And even more than that, I meant what I said. I think veganism is actually a great thing. And I actually respect people that are vegan. But you have those groups of vegans who make it their entire personality and they try to shame everybody else for not being vegan. They literally want to shame everyone else for not being vegan. I understand the utility and functionality of being vegan. I think it's absolute. If I didn't love having that meat in my mouth, I would be a vegan. Anyway, so there's that. I'm just a little petty. I'm just a little petty. What happened, chat? Wait, what happened? What are you guys talking about? What the fuck just happened? Oh, y'all tripping. Nah. It's not me, it's you. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Did you already Okay. All right, chat. Listen. I need you guys to lock in for me for a second. Do I have everyone's attention? W's in chat for Stacy for the $5 donation saying they can never make me hate you, King. W's in chat for Carl for the $10 donation saying stay up and stay safe, bro. Listen, no, stay dangerous. You know how we do. Chat, do I have everyone's attention? Okay, perfect. Hey, chat. I actually need a small favor, if you don't mind. The almost 2,000 people hanging out here with us this night. I need just a little tiny favor. Just a little tiny favor. In all seriousness. A lot of us may know Chelsea. Chelsea is one of our community members. Chelsea is a mod in a lot of spaces. Chelsea is one of my people that I call on as far as the white women Avengers. Chelsea is really good at collecting her people, but at the same time brings so much to our community, our space. She brings so much to Sean, Jeff, Solid, everyone else's space. And Chelsea is someone within our community that has hit a bit of a rough patch. Chelsea is someone who ended up losing their job due to the hardships of the Trump administration and things that are happening. And Chelsea is someone who is now on the brink of being evicted. And not only on the brink of being evicted, but is really behind on bills. And so I'm hoping that we can come together as a community to please help Chelsea out. So this is what we're going to do. If you can do it. I know I joke a lot. And I know that I come to you guys often and say like, hey, you know, if you can do it. I say this all the time, but I think this is super important. This is what community is about. This is the moment. This is honestly the moment that makes me the proudest. And this is the moment that makes me just enjoy being able to do this with you guys, because it's funny when we dunk on, you know, Kadunkacha, as Solid would say. It's funny when, you know, we get somebody to crash out or all this other stuff. all of that's great. All of that's fine. But the most important thing is when it's time for us to come together as a community. And so if you can, now, there's almost 2,000 people here. If everyone sends $2, we can knock out the goal. We're trying to raise $2,000 for Chelsea to make sure that one of our community members does not go evicted, does not go without being able to make it another month after losing her job. Now, the one thing I will say is I am always transparent about what we do. You guys know how we work. Whatever you send, I'm going to post the receipts in the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord, you can reach out to Kay, and Kay will get you a copy of the receipt. So if you can do it, please, please, please. If everyone sends $2, we can knock out this goal. I'm going to start adding it up. It's going to be through the pay links: Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the way that we're going to get this mutual aid done. I say this all the time, and I truly, truly mean this. And now more than ever, the reason why I feel so passionate about this is because it's Chelsea today. But tomorrow it could be Elsie. It could be Greta. It could be Joanna. It could be Cheryl. It could be Lan Rose. It could be Just Devin. It could be Bobby. It could be Eric. It could be any one of us tomorrow. And if it's one of us tomorrow, then all of us will have each other. So if you can do it, $2, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. We have to go through the pay links. Santana Speaks For You. I will post all of the receipts and we will help our community member. I fucking know that we can do it. I'm going to start adding this up because you guys are going off all the fuck ready, and I'm going to tell you guys where we are. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. I would sing while I'm doing math, but like the thing is, I think I've sung enough for tonight. So I don't think you guys want to hear me singing anymore. I don't think that you guys want to hear me singing anymore. Doodaloo, 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 doo. Holy fuck, hold on. Okay. Every fucking time. You guys are so fucking awesome. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. God damn it, this is hard to keep up with. This is hard to keep up with. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Let me get this count. That's 2, 10, 20, 25. Okay, just to let you guys know where we are. We're trying to raise $2,000 for Chelsea. Chelsea is our community member. Chelsea is an amazing person. She is someone who shows up and shows out for us all the time. She is a mod in Solid Space, in Jeff Space, someone who does all the work and is never someone who is looking for any of the acclaim or anything like that. And we're trying to ensure that Chelsea is someone who is able to make it through another month without facing eviction. And we will do this together. We will do this together, guys. The goal is to raise $2,000 for Chelsea, and we're taking donations through the pay link, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the way that we are going about getting these donations. And you guys know how I do. I will be posting the receipts in the Discord to ensure that everyone sees exactly where their money goes. We don't do any of those community gardens. We don't do any of those buses. We don't do none of that shit around here. But we will be making sure that we completely give transparency. Now, with that being said, let me tell you guys where we are. Okay, wait. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, wait, no, not minus, plus. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, so currently we are at $1,251.20. That's the total we're at. We're at $1,251.20. That means we're trying to reach a goal of $2,000. 2,000. We're trying to reach a goal of $2,000. So that means that we only need $748.80. There's more than that many people. We got about 1,500 people watching. All we need is 749 people just to send $1, and we can take care of Chelsea. Guys, please, if you can do it, please just consider sending just that $1 to help a community member. All of this is going to go to Chelsea. We're going to ensure that Chelsea does not get put out. We're going to make sure Chelsea has her bills taken care of. We're going to make sure that Chelsea can make it another month, because we will want you to make it another month. And if you ever come to us and say, hey, I need you, you know we got you. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You. Every single dollar is going towards Chelsea, one of our community members, to ensure that she is not evicted. And we will be posting all of the receipts to make sure you know exactly where your money goes. The receipts will be posted in the Discord. And if you don't have access to the Discord, you can always reach out to Kay, and Kay will get you those receipts. We only need $748.80 left. That means if 749 people send just $1, we can absolutely close out this goal and make sure that we have Chelsea taken care of. I'm going to add up a few more of these, guys. We're so fucking close. Let's do it. We are so close. Okay. God damn it, it keeps moving. Sorry. Okay. Here. 13, 64, 3. Plus 13, 64 plus. God damn it. 3 plus 2 plus 2. Okay. 5. 2, 7, 12, 22, 24. Holy fuck. uh, 5 plus 5. Okay. Where are we? Plus 5 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 10 plus 20. Okay, guys, we're in the home stretch. We are in the home stretch. We are so close. We are so close. We are so close. We are at $1,628.24. We're trying to reach a total goal of $2,000 to help Chelsea out, to ensure that Chelsea is not unhoused. We want to make sure that we take care of Chelsea. Again, Chelsea, if you don't know who she is a wonderful person that is always around. She's always in our chats. She's always in Jeff, Solid, Sean's, Ari, Swan's space. She's all around. She is someone who is actively putting in the work. She is an intricate part of all of our community. And she's Jeff's producer. Absolutely. She is someone that is super important to the community as a whole. Guys, we only need $371.76. That's it. That's all we need. We just need 372 people to send $1, and we fucking do it as a community. Guys. I know we can do it. $371.76 is the remaining amount. And like I said, we will be posting the actual receipts in all the Discords, because we believe in transparency. I know we can fucking do it. Let's close this out. Darn it, stop moving. Okay. And then here, 2, 6. We're so close. So close. Okay, guys. We are at a total. We're at a total of $1,762.66. We are almost there. We only need $237.34. $237.34, and we can close out this goal and make sure that we are taking care of our community member. Guys, we are so close. Let's fucking do this. We are so close to closing out this goal and helping Chelsea. Please, if you can spare it, please consider donating. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link in the bio. Santana speaks for you, and we will make sure that Chelsea is taken care of. Boom. There we fucking go. There we fucking go. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fucking good. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Holy shit. Holy shit, chat. Holy shit. There's still a few more coming in, guys. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We are good. Holy fuck, we're good. Whew. 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 You guys got me sweating. Whew. Whew. Let's fucking go. When I tell you guys, no bullshit. No bullshit. When I tell you guys, I talk so much shit to every other creator about our community, about our chat. I talk so much shit. And it's because of this. It's because of this. This is what we do. This is, what do I say? Don't nobody got a chat like us. I would put my chat up against any other chat. I actually, you know what's funny? Listen, chat. You ain't hearing from me. Some of these people don't like their chats. I ain't gonna name no names. I ain't gonna say no names. Some people don't like their chats, not me. Not me. I fucks with my chat. Because my chat, we're a community. And this is what we fucking do. This is what we fucking do. I'm so fucking proud of you guys. I am so fucking proud of you guys. You know what? You know what? This is honestly, this is honestly why, even when like things are shitty and like the day is hard and people are like fucking assholes, you guys literally make it easy to show up. This is why I say all the time, I would rather hang out with my chat than fucking debate these people, because of all of you, because of our community, because of all of you and because of our community. I love you guys way more. You guys are still fucking sending in money. What the fuck is happening? Holy shit. That is crazy. All right. All right. So, oh, what you don't love me. You don't love me. I think you love me. Chat, you don't love me. You don't love me. Fucking W's in the chat for you guys. I truly mean that. Like, thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't be more proud to be able to share space and community with you guys. I legitimately could not be more proud and honored to share space with all of you. Now, with that being said, it's time for us to bully Chelsea. Because you guys know I like a good bullying. What up, nerd?
Is that because Daddy says I need to be bullied more?
What up, nerd?
Hi.
How are you?
I can breathe.
Yes, you can.
That's how I am.
I am.
I appreciate you so much.
Oh, yeah, it's not about me. It's about them. It's not about me. It's about them. It's about us. It's about our community. I say this all the time, and I truly mean this. I'm just happy that you trusted us to be able to, be there for you. I know that's like a really tough situation, and a lot of people are really bad with reaching out for help. And so I'm just happy that you gave us the opportunity to step up for you. So thank you. Not you flexing. Holy shit. All right, I got it. Don't worry about it. Hold on.
Everyone was asking about Gia. So y'all can...
Okay. Go ahead and stunt. Not y'all trying to take, this is my live. This is my juke joint. Jeez.
Everyone was asking about Gia, and if you were in my live earlier, you saw her steal my kolache while I walked away. Quentin was not a good dog sitter from the panel.
Yeah.
But truly, I really do appreciate it. I'm not gonna have white women tears up here.
No, because then I would have to have another white woman come collect you, and we don't need that.
No, we don't need that. I think that I super appreciate Kay reaching out to me and setting all of this up. And I love this community. I love all the communities. I know y'all know where I'm at, and I do all the things because I believe in all of us. And I can breathe.
Yeah. Well, speaking of breathing, our goal was $2,000. That was our goal.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal was to, let's fucking go, Uncle Grandpa. W's in chat for Uncle Grandpa. Wait, I just got one more. I got to add that. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let me do that. All right. So our goal was $2,000, right? And in a span of 19 minutes.
Damn.
19 minutes. Our goal was $2,000 in a span of 19 fucking minutes. We were able to raise $2,141.70. Let's, God damn it, you guys keep messing me up. Take it back. In a span of 19 minutes, we were able to raise $2,191.70. Fucking W's in the chat, guys. We will be getting this over to Chelsea. Like I said, the total again, $2,191.70. We will get this over to Chelsea. We will be posting the receipts in the Discord because we believe in transparency, and more than anything else, we are able to help someone that is near and dear to all of us. Chelsea, I'm just so happy and proud that you actually let us do this for you.
Thank you. That's amazing and feels like a record. And not only does it help me with April, gets me into May a little bit too, because month after month after month, it keeps coming. And
God damn it,
I do want to address.
Sorry, hold on.
You're fine.
$2,200 is the total. $2,200 is the total. Sorry, go ahead.
You're fine. Thank you also. I mean, true. Again, like helping me get into May, it's super appreciative. I saw a few comments about Gia and her being taken care of in an Amazon wish list. Don't worry about Gia because I do a lot of content for brands and she gets taken care of. Honestly, I am grateful to be a content creator because I get sent PR, but unfortunately, apartment and rent is not PR. It's not, that's not something I can get in a PR package. So luckily, Gia is loved every month by multiple brands. So honestly, I call that influencer privilege. Yeah. I get a lot of things taken care of because of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. $200 I'm sorry, $2,210. God damn it. We got updating the total again. Got it. Chelsea, anything
Yes.
else you got for the community? Anything you want to say? Closing remarks or anything at all?
Just a big thank you. I appreciate it. And I remember seeing you scroll through my live today and other people, and I appreciate, people
I
who
was
did
just
pop
watching
in today.
I was just watching to see what was going on because I knew what we were going to do. And I wanted to make sure, like, I wanted to keep an eye on everything because I was like, don't fucking do it until we can do it. I really wanted to say, like, shut this whole down. That's what I really wanted to scream. Like, honestly.
I appreciate it. And Kay messaged me while I was on and told her, yes, I appreciate it. I'm doing this right now, but I knew I wasn't going to make, honestly, a big dent in it because I don't go live. I don't do debates. When I do go live, it's just hanging out, and people prefer the dopamine hits of debating. So that's totally fine. And I appreciate those who came through, and we did a few people's astrology charts today.
I know that's right. Two things.
Yes.
It's speaking of like what you just said, someone, what was it, last night or the night before, someone was like, oh, what do you do? I was like, I yell at people online. No lie, when people say, what do you do? I say, I yell at people online. That's kind of what I do. But also, second thing, $2,270. You guys keep fucking having me update this total. W's in the chat for you guys. Fucking W's in the chat for you guys. All right.
Amazing.
Chelsea, again, thank you for allowing us to actually do this for you. Thank you for trusting us, and thank you for being a part of the community. If you could let Kay know the best way to get this sent to you, and as soon as I end the live, I'll get it sent over, and we'll post all the good stuff, and we'll make sure that you're square.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my bad. I got a quick trigger. W's in the chat for all of you guys. I fucking mean that. Like, seriously, you guys are absolutely amazeballs. Amazeballs. W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat. That was fucking crazy. We knocked out that goal in 19 minutes. We knocked out that goal in 19 minutes. Chat. Who got it as good as us? Nobody. Chat. Who got it as good as us? Nobody. Let's fucking go. Not Elsie saying, let's do it in 18 minutes next time. He said, let's do it in 18 minutes next time. Okay. All right. Now, okay, here comes the fucking tough part. All right. Okay. All right, here comes the tough part. And you guys know what I do each and every time. We are going to run through, and I have to say thank you to each and every person. And if you guys don't want to stay, I understand. I get it. I got over 100. I got well over. It's got to be. I'm assuming it's probably like 120 some odd fucking thank yous. Holy shit! All right. My favorite part. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, lock in. I'm fucking wasting time, honestly. You ever had like when you like working out or exercising and then you got a coach or a trainer and I was like, come on now, next set. And you like, hold on, wait, now you said the way that I'm supposed to do this is I need to do this. And all the time you're trying to catch your breath just to like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna lock in. God damn it. All right. That's a lot. That's a lot. Only way to get through it is by going through it. Okay. No, I gotta read the names. I have to. All right. Yes, I'm gonna lock in. Oh, this one came before the donos, and I didn't get a chance to read this one. W's in chat for Gene for the $2 donation saying, why can't MAGA be vegan? They wouldn't be able to meat ride Trump anymore. All right. We got like legitimately, we got over 100 some odd donations. God damn it. All right. I wish I had some cold water. All right. W's in chat for Sarah for the 10. W's in chat for Mike for the 25. W's in chat for Irene for the 40. For Chelsea, I know she got this. W's in chat for Harry for the 5. What a special shout out to Harry, which Harry's the only person that's been hanging out over on Kick, but shout out to Harry's. W's in the chat for Grant for the 30. I know that's right. Got to pay the rent. Holy fucking shit. W's in the chat for Karen for the $250. For Chelsea, everyone needs a place to live. Let's fucking go, Karen. Holy shit. W's in the chat for Nikki for the 2. W's in the chat for Mac Cries for the 10. W's in the chat for Jeff for the 10. W's in the chat for Mike, Michelle for the 25. W's in the chat for Gabrielle for the 2. W's in the chat for Christopher for the 5. W's in the chat for Charlie for the 5. W's in the chat for Tusa. I think it's Tusa. My bad, twin. W's in chat for the 5. W's in chat for Nighthawk for the 20. W's in chat for Electric Witch for the 10. W's in chat for Sabrina for the 20. W's in the chat for Melissa for the 2103. W's in the chat for Ellie for the 8. W's in the chat for Mandy for the 10. W's in the chat for Jessica for the 30. It does help. W's in the chat for Kelsey for the 5. W's in the chat for Ashley for the $50 donation. Ashley said for Chelsea, let's fucking go. W's in the chat for Clarkson Photography for the 2103. W's in the chat for Josh for the 5. W's in the chat for Allison for the 2. W's in the chat for Ruth for the 17. W's in the chat for holy fuck, Zach for the $200 donation for Chelsea. And that's all Zach said. Fucking W's in the chat for Zach. And that's ZAC, no K. W's in the chat for Laura for the 10. W's in the chat for Tishan for the 1. W's in the chat for Jason for the 2. W's in the chat for Alexandra for the 5. W's in the chat for Samantha for the 142. W's in the chat for David for the 5. W's in the chat for Alicia for the 10. W's in the chat for Angel for the 10. W's in the chat for Elise for the 10. W's in the chat for Patricia for the 10. W's in the chat for Willard for the $50 fucking dollars. Warp Will on TikTok. Let's fucking go. W's in the chat for Warp Will for the 50. W's in the chat for Alex for the 2. W's in the chat for Angie for the 10. W's in the chat for Janet for the 20. W's in the chat for I don't even know how to say VYTAUTAS. Oh, holy shit. I don't know how to say that one. I'm just gonna call you V. I can't even hold you. I'm just gonna call you V. If I would have tried to say your name, I think my tongue would explode. So I'm just gonna call you V. W's in the chat for V for the 2. Bella Navoni? Is that how you say it? Bella Navoni? That's not how you say it. Bella Navoni? Vytautas? I'm gonna call you V. Thank you for the. Oh, damn it, Kay. Never mind. Just stop sending me shit, guys. W's in the chat for Hannah for the 5. W's in the chat for Hannah for the 172. Thank you so much for that. It absolutely does help. W's in the chat for Mara for the 4. W's in the chat for Maven. What up, Maven? For the 1364. W's in the chat for Marlon for the 3. W's in the chat for Miss Torres for the 2. W's in the chat for Holly for the 2. W's in the chat for Jordan for the 1. W's in the chat for Allison for the 1. W's in the chat for Kayla for the 140. W's in the chat for, well, $1.40. W's in the chat for Amanda for the 2. W's in the chat for Paradise. What up, Paradise? For the 5. W's in the chat for Taylor for the 10. W's in the chat for Garrett for the 4. W's in the chat for Mike for the 10. W's in the chat for Benjamin for the 5. W's in the chat for Lori for the 2. W's in the chat for Michelle for the fucking 20. I'm sorry, 50. Holy fuck, let's fucking go. W's in the chat for Debbie for the 10. W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the 5. W's in the chat for Joshua for the 2. W's in the chat for Mandy for the 5. W's in the chat for Jeff for the 5. W's in the chat for Kylie for the 1. W's in the chat for Mar for the 2. W's in the chat for Ashley for the 10. W's in the chat for Mia for the 5. What up, Mia? W's in the chat for Jessica for the 10. W's in the chat for Shannon for the 5. W's in the chat for Rebecca for the 2. W's in the chat for Kelly for the 5. W's in the chat for Weldon for the 1. W's in the chat for Angela for the 10. W's in the chat for Lena for the 20. W's in the chat for Torsa for the 2. W's in the chat for Paradise for the 20. Double and fucking up. Let's go, Paradise. W's in the chat for Nikki for the 1. W's in the chat for Jeanette for the 10. W's in the chat for Sir Quan. Hit the Quan for the 132. W's in the chat for Anna for the 10. W's in the chat for Lori for the 20. W's in the chat for Brandon for the 5. W's in the chat for Kayla for the $2.10. W's in the chat for Kel Bell for the 5. W's in the chat for Maven for the 682. W's in the chat for Jordy for the 222. W's in the chat for Bobby for the 5. W's in the chat for Mandy for the 6. W's in the chat for Deborah for the 20. W's in the chat for Paris for the 20. W's in the chat for Laura for the 2. W's in the chat for Pat for the 5. W's in the chat for Laura for the 25. W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the 10. Fucking W's in the chat for Karen. Karen sent another $100. Karen earlier sent $250. And then put fucking 100 on top of that. Fucking W's in the chat for Karen. Holy shit. W's in the chat for Bobby for the 10. Bobby doubled up. A lot of you guys doubled up. You guys are fucking awesome. I mean that. W's in the chat for Deidre for the 37. W's in the chat for Ellie for the 20. W's in the chat for Madison for the 50. Wait, hold on. Madison sent 50 twice. Madison sent 50 twice. Let's fucking go, Madison. Hold on. I missed. God dang it. Okay, I'm here. I know where I'm at, chat. I didn't lose my spot. W's in the chat for Kathleen for the 1. W's in the chat for Lee for the $50 and funds for Chelsea. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to Cash App since they're fucking double stacked. W's in the chat for Angel for the $50 donation, saying for Chelsea, for Gia and Chelsea from Lady Cat. W's in the chat from Lady Cat. Where are we? W's in the chat for Paris for the 10. W's in the chat for Michelle, thank you so much for the 20. You said this one's for you, Santana. Thank you for being amazing. You're fucking awesome. And then after Zach sent $200 fucking to Chelsea, Zach, you literally did not have to do this. What the fuck? Zach sent a $50 donation. Zach said, I've been listening to you, Dean, and Parker for about 2 months now and learning a lot because you've been educating me and your labor isn't free. Here's the donation. Guys, 1,000,000 fucking W's in the chat for Zach. That's ZAC. Zach dropped $200 to help out Chelsea and then spent the block with a fucking 50. That is crazy. That is insane work. Okay, guys, we're almost done. We just got to get through these stacked up cash apps, and then we're done. All right. W's in the chat for Arana for the $40 donation. Arana said for Chelsea. I know that's right. Let's see. W's in the chat for Stacy for the 5. W's in the chat for Jamie for the 10. W's in the chat for Princess for the 5. W's in the chat for Angel for the 5. W's in the chat for Dragon Lover for the 5. W's in the chat for Linda for the 10. W's in the motherfucking chat for Amanda, who sent a $100 donation. Amanda said for Chelsea, I hope this helped. Love with you what you do. Amanda, it absolutely does. And it is an honor and privilege to even have you here with us. I'm happy that you actually enjoy what I do, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the $100. W's in the chat for Benjamin for the 20. W's in the chat for Adriana for the 10. W's in the chat for Dewan for the 2. W's in the chat for Carl for the 8. W's in the chat for Kathleen for the 10. W's in the chat for Amanda for the 5. W's in the chat for Sandra for the 5. W's in the chat for Cafe Girl for the 5. W's in the chat for Asia for the 3. W's in the chat for Mello for the 2. W's in the chat for Breezy for the 2. W's in the chat for Marissa for the 2. W's in the chat for Joanna. What up, Joanna? For the 5. W's in the chat for Jamie for the 5. W's in the chat for my brother Dwayne for the 2. W's in the chat for April for the 10. W's in the chat for Marissa for the 2. W's in the chat for Joe. Holy fuck. Uncle Grandpa sent a $100 donation. Let's fucking go. W's in the chat for Uncle Grandpa. Fucking W's in the chat for Uncle Grandpa. I remember I was adding it up and then I saw his and I said, oh shit. That's what, I don't know if you guys heard that. All right. W's in the chat for Farrah for the 5. W's in the chat for Wilma for the 2. W's in the chat for Rachel for the 4. W's in the chat for Alexis for the 2. W's in the chat for Kanika. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the 10. W's in the chat for Frank for the 5. And last but not least, oh, god damn it, no, there's more. Fuck. There's still more. W's in the chat for Victoria for the 2. W's in the chat for Carl for the 8. W's in the chat for Dragon Lover for the $30 donation. Said because she deserves a little she deserves all the support. I know that's right. W's in the chat for Brian for the 2. All right, here it is. Whew. And W's in the chat for Charlie, who sent $8.30. And Charlie, I like your hair. I like your hair. W's in the chat for Charlie. W's in the chat for all the donos, guys. W's in the chat for being a fucking amazing community. We were trying to raise a grand total of $2,000. $2,000 for Chelsea. And in a span of 19 minutes, we raised $2,270. And my jaws are tired because I forgot to breathe through my nose. But it was worth it. Chat, it was worth it. All right, guys. Oh shit, I forgot about YouTube. Oh, we've got two quick ones over here on YouTube. W's in the chat for V for the 50, and W's in the chat for Breland maybe for the 2 for some Tabasco sauce in the corner pocket. Call them. I don't get that one. Hydration. I know. I actually need water. I legitimately need water. All right. Debbie's in the chat for It's Wade, who resubscribed over on, holy fuck. It's Wade resubscribed over on Twitch for 4 months. Golly. Land Rose is flexing over on Twitch, sending another 2,000 bits. What is happening? Holy smokes. And hold on. Shout out to Harry, who's over on Kick, and said, I'll come over and kick it. And then it's Nigel. It's Nigel. I think, oh god damn it. It's Nigel who's over there as well. Said, came over here to show some love on Kick. I know that's right. We got 2 people over on Kick. Actually, there's 5. Wait, we got 5 people that are watching over on Kick. And we got 6 followers over on Kick. When the fuck did we get 6 followers over on Kick? Shout out to Kick. If y'all ain't following me, Santana speaks for you. Listen, hey, y'all better get with us now, because listen, when we blow up on Kick, hey, baby, look, you better get with us now, because when we get it big over on Kick, I'm just saying, you know how we do. All right. All right. Seriously, guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I appreciate the community. You say you got enough apps. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being able to show up and show out as a community, as we always do. It means the world to me. And you guys are truly special. Truly special. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. We're going to get this over to Chelsea, and I'm going to send her all of our love, and we're going to post these receipts in the Discord, because you guys know what we fucking do. Hey, but chat, what if I keep just a little bit? Because I'm a really good gardener. I could plant some tulips. What if I just keep just a little bit for just a small flower bed? Not even a whole garden, just a small flower bed. No. Okay. We'll send it all to Chelsea. No gardens. We will. We'll get it. We'll get the receipts posted in the Discord. And like I said, if anyone is not in the Discord and you guys are, yes, a raised bed, and you guys want access and transparency to the receipts, just reach out to Kay. We will get those to you. All right. I think 70 of that was specifically to you. No, that's fine. That happens a lot. FYI, when you guys send, hey, let's fucking go Blue Bull. W's in the chat for Blue Bull. W's in the chat for Blue Bull. I do have some pots with some soil. I know that's right. I don't know. What did you say? I don't know. No, seriously, because a lot of people, FYI, for the people that send the donations when we're doing mutual aid, because a lot of you guys do this, you'll send the donation with the mutual aid and you say, oh, this is for this and this is for that. It's all for the mutual aid. FYI, we don't do that. I love the shit out of you, but when we're doing mutual aid, we're doing mutual aid. None of that's for me. It's all for mutual aid. So I always just put all of it into mutual aid. Always. Anyway, we're going to get out of here, and I will be back in the morning. I will be back in the morning, and we're gonna call some people some donuts, and we're gonna get active. Okay. Now, before I leave you, I need you all to do me a favor. Go to bed. I mean it. You guys go get some sleep, because we both can't be not sleeping. And I'm good with sleeping like maybe about 3 or 4 hours. So you guys go to bed. I'll stay up for us. And then I'll see you guys in the morning. Deal? You haven't had dinner. You got to go eat some food. Yeah, you got to go listen to Swan. I do the same thing. I listen to Swan until I fall asleep. That's what I fall asleep to. I'll go into Swan's live until I fall asleep. Deal? All right. You got to dye your hair. Ain't no fucking way you doing it at this time of night. Oh, come on, twin. You might as well just hold that. You say, I'm not your dad. Out of pappy. Blow dry? You got to blow dry your hair? I thought it said dye. Oh, dry. God damn it. That was dry, not dye. God damn it. All right. You playing Sims? I've never been into Sims. I don't know. I just don't get Sims. I don't know. It's 9 a.m. What part of the country? What part of the world are you in? Where are you at? You slept all night because y'all got to work that grade, y'all. I used to hate working third shift. All right, stop it. You guys you know that I'll sit here and just ramble about shit. Stop it. You guys leave me alone. We got to end. Go to bed. Stop it. What'd you say? Wait. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, baby. All right. You guys leave me alone. I gotta go see management. All right. Let's go.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Great stats who get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat as always, but W's in the chat fucking tonight. You guys showed up and showed out, and I'm so proud of you. I love you. If I could, I would give you all big consensual hugs and kisses. Lots of hugs and kisses. Very consensually though. Consent is a must. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you all for being so fucking amazing. I absolutely mean that. I do. Guys, we will be back in the morning. I will see you all in the morning. It's going to be amazing day. Get some rest. Get it together, because we're going to do this shit again in the morning, and we're going to rock their world tomorrow. So, I love you, and thank you. Thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for being amazing. I love you all, and as always,